Wow.
Hello and welcome to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final. The Western Aranda Bulldogs up against the Laramba. It's being played in Alice Springs at Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. Joe, great to be back here. It's my favourite day of the year.
Oh, Stan, I couldn't think of any other place to be but sitting next to you, mate, and calling a grand final, and we should be in for a mouth-watering grand final at that, mate.
Yeah, look, one thing we can say about this particular competition is results are normally close, it's normally exciting, the crowd is passionate, and it's a fantastic event. You're probably seeing on your screens now some things that are going to happen that don't normally happen at other football grounds around Australia. We're seeing family and friends form a run-through for the players as they come out of their respective change rooms. The blue and white of the Laramba today up against the red, blue and white of the Western Aranda Bulldogs. But the excitement's been building all week too, Joe. The other thing we see in Alice Springs this time of the year is the cars getting around town, done up the club colours, stickers, flags, streamers, names, numbers. It's fantastic.
Oh, I think it's fantastic, Stan, and I think they go all out, and it's all in for the communities here today. It is the ultimate prize, I suppose, the winner out of this one. But the passion that comes in from the bush to support their football club is just, you can't get it anywhere else in the country, I don't think, Stan. I mean, we'll see big banners today when those big boys run around in the AFL, but I think the banners don't do any justice to these guys when they run out. They've got a guard of honour with their kids, their mums, their dads, their uncles, their aunties, and the whole community.
If you had a decibel meter out there, mate, amongst it all, as the door open, the fellas run out. I reckon it'd go off the needle, I think. You probably just saw some of those scenes on our screen. A couple of real good banners I've been told we're going to see from Western Aranda. Nicholas Williams done some hard work for them, also some hard work on the team sheets too. What a great team manager he is. But one of those banners will be paying homage to the nail gun. Baden Nalkin, we've been told, it's the great Western Aranda Stars final game. He's been a champion this competition since a 15-year-old.
Oh, for sure, mate. That's 21 years at the top level, Stan. I think it's fantastic.
Also played for NT Thunder, so highly credentialed footballer.
And not to mention he played 5 premierships for Rovers too, mate.
Yeah, so obviously Western Aranda will be looking to send him out in style. They've got a bit of a grand final history in recent years, Western Aranda. It's not flattering. They played in 4 of the last 5 grand finals in this competition and haven't come away with a premiership out of any of those 4 appearances. Have a look at that shot of the spectator there on the screen. That's the sort of passion that we get supporting this competition. Fantastic stuff. He's gone all out.
Everything that could possibly purchase.
I don't think there's a blue, white or red. I don't think there's a blue, white or red streamer left in town at the moment. We're going to take a short break. Wait for the teams to come out. Stay with us on ICTV. It's grand final day of the Bush Footy Comp.
ICTV presents Our Bedtime Stories. Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
Yes, it's time for our story.
ICTV, showing our way.
Share your message with ICTV. Do you have an ad that needs to reach Indigenous Australians living in remote areas? Advertising on ICTV is an extremely effective way of communicating your message. ICTV can deliver your message in a way that connects community members and encourages positive engagement. If you would like to advertise with ICTV, contact us via our website or check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our sport is light blue, and showcases old and new sports games, documentaries, and carnivals from all over the country. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the Bush Footy Grand Final in Central Australia. And you see the Western Aranda batter there. Oh, look at that, the legend, they're calling him Baden Malcolm. The nail gun, we call him in the commentary. So final game, it looks like it's pretty well confirmed there, doesn't it?
Thank you, Nail Gun, for everything.
Great to see that nickname there, mate.
Oh, mate, I think this bloke on my left-hand side gave him that Nail Gun nickname. I reckon you mentioned the team he played for too. When I first heard it was the Territory Thunder.
Yep, fantastic footballer he has been. It's going to be sad to see him finish up, but it happens to everyone. Look, I do want to mention a couple of people. Our community police officers here today. Phil Alice heads up that crew. I think he might be having a day off just watching, but Mick Turner will be working pretty hard. And I've got to mention Mick too, because I told him last week when I was coming through the gate I'd give him a mention. And he caught up with me during the week and he said, I listened to the whole damn game, Stan, and you didn't mention me. So Mick Turner, he and Phil too, what great contributions to this competition over the years, firstly as players, then coaches and junior coaches. In particular, here come Laramba, out onto the ground, hand slapping with the fans on the way through. There's family, there's friends.
Led by the veteran Chorgi. He's got his young child with him. He's going out. This could be his last game too, Stan.
Augustine Campbell, he said he'd have a chat with the fellas afterwards to let them determine whether or not he goes on. I've been commentating him since he was a 15-year-old too, and played senior football for South back then, as well as the Tea Tree Roosters. So Laramba are out on the ground. A couple other cheerios. There'll be people watching this interstate too, Joe, through the live stream. 11,000 views from the prelim over the last couple of weeks. But I know Stewie O'Connell will be watching over in Sydney. Cheerio to a couple of my mates down in South Australia too, Phil Eagle and Mick Reid. I know they're tuning in to have a look. And cheerio up to Tiwi Islands too. A couple of old mates of mine up there, Lawrence and John Rioli. I know JR is a big fan of the ICTV coverage. He rings me up regularly and lets me know about it.
Big shout out to all you great people. But while we're in the interstate shout outs, big shout out to my wife and my son there tuned in at Adelaide. I wish you were here, but anyway, that's life. And big shout out to all my crew at number 5 and the digital. Looking forward to seeing you this week. And last but not least, big shout out to my farm crew. I know they're tuned in. Big shout out to you, Zig, Sylvie. Hope you're enjoying it. And Lance Brown from downtown.
We're waiting for the Western Aranda Bulldogs to emerge from their change rooms. They've got the big line up outside of it as well.
What was interesting then, Stan, I've seen a handful of people run from the Laramba line to the Western Aranda line. So there's families on both.
Yep.
I spoke on the pre-call last week about Jeremy Catacrinja.
Yeah.
I've seen his big brother today at Flynn Drive, and he said we're still going to be cheering for him, but he belongs to us.
The J-Cat. And here come Western Aranda. First the kids go streaming towards the banner.
They go underneath.
there's about 2 teams worth of kids.
They've been told to go underneath, but anyway, the big lads.
And now here come the players.
Led by number 9, the nail gun. He's not the captain today, but I tell you, they've let him go out first because this is his last.
There, look, they're co-captains, a couple of young up-and-coming stars of the competition. Paddy Patlis, he won the medal in the comp a couple of years ago, and Billy the Kid, Billy Pararucha.
Yeah.
So a couple of great captains on board there for Western Aranda.
I just think both sides match up, Stan, and we spoke before the pre-call that Western Aranda probably didn't want to play today, didn't want to play Papunya because they've been on the receiving end of a couple of losses to them, but I think they both match up quite well. They're both running, they're both free-flowing. So my cousin asked me today who's going to win. I said, I have no idea.
My answer is always the margin will be less than 2 goals, and I'm normally right with that one. It's a bit hard to predict the actual winner, though. It's normally close. probably the last few grand finals have defied that a little bit with Papunya's era of dominance, but they're not there today. So we expect another close one, and as we mentioned before, the previous meeting this year, only 3 points in it.
3 points in
we
it.
must say thank you to the Congress Australian Aboriginal Health Organisation too. Their sponsorship support makes this coverage possible. They promote healthy living, the Quit Smoking campaign, and like I say, Joe, if you kick the SIGs, you'll kick more goals.
For sure, mate, for sure. And, that we wouldn't be able to bring this coverage without those sponsors. And, of course, Stanley's Amara. They bring in the action replays right throughout the course of today.
They did it last week, so this is a replay of last week for Amara already.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But
got the umpires lining up out there.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of the ground at the moment, and we better give them a little bit of a mention too. Rick Petrie, Alex Ashley, and sporting the Mohawk, the veteran of the crew. I used to call him Hair Gel. I don't know if he's got too much hair gel on the Mohawk though. Gavin McCargill. So Mo McCargill today, I think, one of the field umpires. And in the goals, 2 greats. We've got the gorgeous octopus, Barry Georgopoulos, and Grant Butler. And they'll still be goal umpiring in honour of their great mate who passed away a couple of weeks ago, our longest ever serving umpire in Central Australia, Terry Bell. So look, a tribute to him today as well from the umpires as well. Both teams now lining up in the centre of the ground.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm back on, Stan. So that's you did mention the great man earlier there, mate. His services this week. But yeah, they're out
fittingly
there.
It's here too, at the centre of Australian football.
Correct, and both sides are there. Going to have a minute silence, I'd imagine. And how good's that, Stan?
Magnificent sight at Traeger Park. You can see the crowd filling up over on the far side of the ground. That was virtually empty as the teams ran out because everyone was over here lined up to cheer them onto the ground. And certainly a magnificent pitch at Traeger Park is. Perhaps except for that strip in the centre square there, mate. I wonder if we're going to get a centre bounce today.
Yeah, I think we're in the middle. I've seen umpire Gavin McCargill practising in the middle there, mate. So I think that's where we're going to be.
That's something in the prelim final last week. The bounce was in the second circle that you'll see inside the centre square, the one that's not on the turf wicket. And it's good that the grand final can be played according to the real rules of our great game.
Well, that is the centre. That is the centre of Traeger Park, and it is the centre of the ground. So why not play it there?
And we saw last week too, players do struggle with to keep their feet there. We saw the umpire go down on his backside as well last week. And note that the Geelong coach had some comments about the SCG pitch.
Come to Traeger Park.
Yeah, he called it Mumbai. We got the Karachi Dust Bowl here. As the players are lined up, patiently waiting.
There's only been a couple of minor changes to...
Oh, there's a national anthem in the background. We're not picking that up through our headset, so we'll continue on. You said a couple of minor changes, just a couple of minor changes to the Laramba side because Western Aranda didn't play last week, just a top 3 this year. So Laramba won their prelim final against Papunya by a solitary point. Great game of footy, and they've only made 2 or 3 changes to that side. So I think they were pretty confident with what they put out on the park last week.
Oh, for sure. And they didn't have many noticeable injuries as well, Stan, any major ones. But, probably, these decisions need to be made at the last dance.
We'll give you a few names here to keep an eye out for during the broadcast. Some of the stars of the competition, and might just start with the Western Aranda team sheet. Henry Impu, who has won the Minahan medal and finished runner-up in that award twice. That's for the town competition. He's going to be a key player. We mentioned the nail gun. Jasper Wheeler, their master goal kicker, and he's got a partner in crime up there too, the Joel Selwyn of Central Australian football, Patrick Abbott. So a couple of players there that know how to kick goals. We mentioned their captains. They're a couple of young men, Paddy Patlis and Billy Perarucha. Plenty of experience through the ranks too, though, with the likes of Trevor Harris and Norman Kenny as well. So look, plenty to look forward to out of the Western Aranda side. You flip over to the Laramba team sheet, and the man up forward that did it for him last week, well, we'll call him a couple of different things during the call. Marcus Glenn and Marcus Tillmouth. He answers to both, and he kicks goals no matter which name he's using.
It doesn't matter which foot either.
On the particular day. We mentioned Augustine Campbell, one of the real veterans of the side. Kenrick Brown, also in the veteran category, son of Kennedy. And we picked up we might have had a Rennell Brown in the prelim final, but I think we've got some information that says it might be Kennelly Brown, which is the grandson of Kennedy Brown. So I've been calling Kenrick the sock. I'm going to have to call Kennelly the G-sock, I think, the grandson of Kennedy. Leroy Sampson really caught the eye last week, dashing out of the back line too. The bearded bushranger Christian Dixon, one to keep an eye on. And young Lorenzo Long up in the forward line. He will help out Marcus Glenn. We bumped into his granddad earlier on before we came up to the commentary box, Raymond Daniels, and also bumped into his dad, Elwyn Daniels, out at the gate as well, both past players as well.
I think one other young fella stand for Laramba is Ashton Martin. I think he done quite well. He's
in the
right
ruck.
Serviceable for. He kicked the winning goal.
Yeah.
But I think he controlled the centre. But I think Western Aranda need to be on top of that.
Terence Campbell was another really good contributor for them last week, out of defence, but also working up into the midfield as well. Augustine Dixon, one of their veterans, a swing man. For sure. Throw him forward, throw him back, throw him in the middle.
It'd be interesting where they start the big fridge today, mate, because he started down at fullback.
Yes, he played full forward for South yesterday.
And we've noticed
kick 6.
We've seen him in the ruck lots of times, so I think we don't know where he'll line up.
After a game yesterday, I just hope the big fridge has got some gas left in the tank for today. But looking forward to seeing him in action. And look, if you haven't heard us commentate the big fridge before, I think you're in for some fun.
Oh, for sure.
Joshua Tillmouth, another player worth a mention too for Laramba. Just a class act through the midfield. We're not too far off a start.
We
got the huddles.
Got the skippers out there.
Toss of the coin.
Toss has been done. Laramba won the toss, and they're going to the town end stand, and of course Western Aranda going to the gap end.
Gap end of the ground here at Traeger Park. We'll call the side we're sitting on the grandstand side, and over on the far side it's either the Gap Road side or the Todd River side. You can take your pick, but there's a little bit of a lay of the land at this magnificent venue, Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football and the centre of attention for the entire Central Australian bush today.
Oh, for sure. I think the whole of the Northern Territory's tuned in today to watch this ripper. It should be an absolute crackerjack stand.
One Western Aranda fan I know would love to be here. He couldn't make it, but he's sitting down watching the telecast at home too. Bruce Radera, hello to you, and the rest of the Radera family. Conrad and Byron, great contributors for the club over the years.
I reckon if they had a best dress today, Conrad would be right up there. How good did he look when he walked in today's stand?
That magnificent Bulldog flannelette shirt, superb. All right, all in readiness. About to get underway in the 2025 Grand Final. You will note that the ruckman, not particularly tall, but with that surname, Raphael Patrick, I reckon you'd expect a little bit of a leap. Of course, the Patrick family made famous by Liam, who played for Western Aranda and Yuendamu this competition before going on to play AFL in the Gold Coast. He'll be up against, I suspect, it's Ashton Martin.
Big shout out to you, Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, he'd be tuned in, no doubt about that. So we're waiting on the umpire. There's the ball held aloft. The 2025 Grand Final about to get underway. And a big punch forward too there by the ruckman I was just talking about, Raphael Patrick. Footy collected at half back by Ashton Martin, and now a heel kick towards half forward for Laramba. There's no mark. A little handball's been slipped out. And the Roos managed to move it a little bit forward in their direction. The kick pretty well went up and down. And now Western Aranda a chance to move it off half back, and the kick from the wing was a little bit awkward, and that was off the boot of Trevor Harris into the centre of the ground. Ashton Martin bangs it long towards the big fridge at half forward for Laramba. Good control of the footy at ground level. The handball comes back to the big fridge, now onto the right boot, but the pass hasn't hit the target. We've got a mark at half back taken by Lloyd Rabuncha for the Bulldogs.
Rabuncha, he goes out wide looking for his teammate there, and Abbott goes over the top, all alone. You can't leave this man alone. It's his last game. The nail gun crosses the 50, has a shot. It's going. Guess what? You couldn't write a better script. It's his last game, and he's kicked the first goal for the Doggies. That was good movement, Stan, out of the back there. And it started with Lloyd Rabuncha. He just put himself in the middle and took the mark. We'll see if we get to the replay stand.
And Baden Nowkin, well, Rabunja might have started it. Baden Nowkin finished it. And that's what he's shown us over the last, decade and a half, those kicking skills.
Wouldn't expect
magnificent.
anything less than what about Grant Butler? He had no hesitations in putting those big 6 guns out.
The only bit of fairy tale you get is if he kicks the last to win him the game. He's kicked the first. And now the Mohawks out in the middle, ready to toss the ball in the air. Mo McArgle. And, another tap forward. He's doing well, Rafael Patrick, in the ruck. But the centre clearance goes to Joshua Tillmouth for Laramba. Kicks it inside the attacking 50. Ball tapped out in towards the pocket. Leroy Sampson, that might have been who got the footy. Quick kick in towards goal has gone offline and through for 1 behind. And the Roos get their first score on the board. They're 1 point. Western Aranda 1 straight goal 6.
Western Aranda, they get it out. They've got a loose man out in the wing there, and that's Sebastian Jugarai. He comes back inside. He's got a runner. He gives it to him, the ultimate runner, and he gives it to Wilfred. Wilfred goes over the top. Oh, Western Aranda, they link up there again by himself. Bro Beatty, no, he goes this way, that way. No, well done there by Laramba. Good stuff, good tackle. Umpire McGargle says let it go. Ball still needed to be won. Comes out wide. Abbott, Patrick. Handball's back inside to no man's land. It comes out. Well done, Ashton Martin. Martin, he goes out wide looking for Cool. Nehemiah Cool. He's demanding his forward lead from him. He puts it in. Oh, good effort, but Billy the Kid does well. Mathan Paralucci in defence. Still there, needed to be won. Mathan, he can't get his hands on the football. Now he does. Tackle. And the ball. Good stuff there. And it's going to be a rewarded free kick here, Stan. It's going to be Tillmouth, Marcus
Glenn had a shot from here, maybe at about 15 metres to it at the end of a town grand final a few years ago.
He was about 20 metres further.
Couldn't quite make the distance that time. It is a terrific kick. This is a tough one. Left footer. So not the preferred side.
You've got Sampson in the middle. He does go there, Stan.
Short one's on. And chest mark's taken a little bit closer to goal. And with a bit less of an angle to contend with.
Henry Impey didn't show him that much respect then. He just let him go.
Nehemiah's Cool, son of the great Jonathan Cool, to line up and see if he can put through Laramba's first goal of the grand final. There's not much of him, so probably expecting this to be right on his distance from about 45. He goes with the left boot. It's a nice looking kick. Wait on the goal umpire here. The crowd's going off downstairs. It's a goal.
Wow.
So the Roos have got their first on the board and they take a 1 point lead, 1-1-7 to 1 straight goal 6. Nice kick from the, slightly framed bloke. He is to place that one beautifully.
We won't see it on the action replay, but Nehemiah Cool, he ran, Stan. He ran and he booted in the forward line.
Yep.
And he followed it up. And Henry Impey paid the ultimate price for not showing him respect.
Rafael Patrick doing really well in the ruck. It's actually Kynan George, not Ashen Martin, rucking for Laramba. Ashen Martin's gone to half back. Little tap away of the footy there for the Bulldogs. No, it's the Roos that get it in the centre. The handball came out towards Nehemiah's Cool. This time he's been beaten to the footy. Paddy Patlas. Couldn't quite get the kick away there. Some good pressure being applied by Joshua Tillmouth. Now the ball comes out in the Roos direction. The umpire's going to let him play on with it. Donnell White had a bounce, casual, and kicks into the forward pocket. Oh, that mark not paid? Yes, it is. Thought there was a fair purchase on that.
Oh, for sure, yes.
So Augustine Dixon, the veteran, to line up for goal. I reckon they started him forward last week and then finished with him down in the back line or the other way around, but you'll probably see him play both ends of the ground today.
All week last week. Big shout out to you, Adrian.
So Augustine Dixon, pretty similar spot to where Nehemiah's Cool just kicked the goal from. This time though, it's a right footer. And that's not bad looking off the boot either. I think he's just shaved the inside of the post. So another point on the board to Laramba. It's their second, 1-8. Western Aranda 1 straight goal 6. And 6 minutes gone in the opening term of the grand final. Well, that's gone through the hands of Patrick. That allowed his opponent at the back, Donnell White, to swoop on it and kick towards goal. He's just missed as well. They're peppering it a little bit now, the Roos. 1-3-9. Western Aranda 1 straight 6.
Yeah, they are, Stan, and that is a minor score, but Western Aranda goes short. They can't hit their targets coming out of defence. It's dangerous here. Billy the Kid goes one way, then the other. He kicks across goal. Dangerous. The Western Aranda's up to it, though. They go long down the line. The ball's at the back. Leading in the race is Christian Christian, he played well last week. The Wizard, one-handed handball, gets it out. Nail gun all alone. Ball goes up and no free kick there. Of course it is. Gavin McCardle says free kick. Wheeler on the left has a snap and it's gone through. No, the umpire's going to bring it back, Stan. It's going to go back to Nalkin.
Not giving him the advantage.
There was none, huh?
Well, I reckon it is a bit of an advantage if Jasper Wheeler's having a shot from 30 metres out. But the nail gun, just as good a kick. He showed us that with one on the run to get the scoreboard rolling.
Better angle this time, Stan, directly in front.
Yeah, and just one of the great kicking actions of all time, this. The nail gun nails another one. He's got 2 on the board. The Dogs have got 2. And they regain the early lead in the grand final. Well, he's going out in style, Joe.
Oh, mate, the first 2 goals, he wouldn't have asked for a better start for not only him, but his football team.
Well, they all reckon they're going to be playing for him today. Well, he's playing for them right now. He's got the scoreboard ticking over. Western Aranda 2 straight goals, 12. Laramba 1 goal, 3-9.
4 shots to 2, Stan, and the ultimate today is goals win grand finals. So, but anyway, both sides are just testing each other out, Stan. We've had 12 minutes, or 12 and a half minutes to go in this first term. Aston Martin, has he been moving? The ball comes down. Impu, he gets a centre clearance. He goes long. It's high. Guess who? Abbott. Patrick Abbott. He's taken an uncontested mark directly in front, just about where Nailgun hit nail the last one, Stan.
He probably doesn't quite have the same distance in the legs as a nail gun, but he is a deadly accurate set shot for goal, Patrick Abbott.
I heard you call him the Selwood of this one.
Yeah, the Joel Selwood of CAFL footy. He gets more over-the-shoulder tackles than any other player in the competition. I don't think there's any disputing that.
Deliberate approach. It's gone straight across the face, Stan, and that's
their first blemish.
Minor score. There, 2 goals, 1-13. Laramba, 1 goal, 3-9.
It's been a great start to the grand final. Both teams able to get the ball up their end of the ground and hit the scoreboard. And now kick in from the last line of defence for Laramba, and they'll go short into the back pocket to Terence Campbell. Just slowing things down a little bit now. Campbell goes long, gets it outside the defensive 50.
Impu.
Oh, Impu in the front position, got good hands on it. Beautifully crumbed there by Lucas Ross, and he's away. One bounce at centre half back. The short pass to the wing is a pretty good one too, and the mark's been taken by Kenrick Brown. The sock spins onto the left boot, hits Joshua Tillmouth on the chest in the centre of Traeger Park. Tillmouth off, one bounce, kicks inside 50, and the mark's been taken by Leroy Sampson. Wow, acrobatic, jumping back with the football to take it on the chest. And he can line up for goal from only about 30 metres out. 45-degree angle, good passage of play there by the Roos.
That run and carry out of defence from Lucas Ross, Stan. That's the first time I've seen him get the hands on the footy today.
In fact, it's Augustine Dixon, apologies. He's got the helmet on. Leroy Sampson, number 10. So, Augustine's had one shot at goal. He's had a sighter from a little bit further out, and probably a tougher angle than this one, and he didn't miss that by much.
Can he learn from the last one? Of course he can.
Straight through the middle, goal for goal in the grand final at Traeger Park. Laramba back in front. 2 goals, 3-15. Western Aranda 2-1-13. And this is a good start.
Oh, for sure, Stan. And the Laramba are pretty clean with their movement, and so are Western Aranda. But it's good to see. It's good to see the skill level, and it is the ultimate. It is the last dance. So no doubt we will see the best of the best. Umpire Nipris has gone out there. He's the reserve umpire today.
The crowd building over on the far side of the ground under the tree of knowledge. It's packed over there.
They'll need the shade today, Stan. Nail gun out of the centre. He goes long in the forward line. Wheeler, Jasper.
That's only happened about 1,000 times in the past, haven't it?
Oh, for sure. He's going to miss that number 9 on the receiving end of the passes from the number 9, but he's in the snake bit pocket, Stan. If anyone can
do
kick it.
Well, Kieran Roger could last week.
Oh, for sure.
That was with the left. This is a tough place to kick goals from here at Traeger Park for some reason. The breeze will bring it back towards the grandstand side of the ground. Wheeler allowed for that, and it's pretty well stayed straight. Pack goes up in the square. Did anyone get a boot on that? No.
Minor score.
Point.
I think Laramba got a boot on it ultimately. So
Grant Butler down there, one of the best in the business. He won't get it wrong.
One minor score separates these two teams.
Action replay with a short kick into Terence Campbell again.
The ball goes in long, looking for Aston Brown, winning it though is Impu can't get his hand. Now he can. Inside forward 50 with long, but at the back. Good work, Wendell of the Wizard Patterson. He goes short, looking for and finding his teammate there, and Terence Campbell. Campbell over the top. Oops. Oh, Joshua Tillmouth drops it. Impu, he's been withheld without the football, and the umpire sees what I've seen, and free kick, Henry Impu. Short, inside forward 50, kicks it to his teammate there. He can't get his hands on the footy. Belting it out of there is Tillmouth, but only as far as Patlas. Stan Kearns, he's 60 metres out. They're just a bit stale in the forward line, so he goes out wide, looking for guess who.
Gee whiz, you want a man up on him by now.
Oh, for sure. He's already had 2 shots. He's already kicked 2 goals, and he's in the middle stand, so whoever's on Nalkin is playing like it is his last game, Stan.
Sure is, and then you think about how good he's going, you think, well, why don't you go around again next year if you're this good in a grand final still? This is a little bit closer than his last one, probably about the same distance as the one on the run before that. And he's blotted the copybook this time, the nail gun, just a point on the board. Western Aranda 2-3 lead. No, scores a level.
Yeah,
Western Aranda 2-3-15. Laramba 2-3-15. Kick in. Comes the grandstand side to the J-Cat, Jeremy Katakarinja. He marks. Passes up to Lorenzo Long, who's taken the mark on the half-back flank. Taking his time, not moving it quickly this time, LaRuse. Speared it low and straight to the opposition. Nathan Paralucci's taken the mark. He'll send the Dogs forward.
He goes inside Baden. No, it wasn't Nalkin. Yeah, it is Nalkin. Yeah. Nalkin plays on. He goes looking for at the back. Good work there. Jasper Wheeler. Still there needed to be one. Good tackle, but good work out of defence there by the Ruse. It's just booted out of there by Christian Dixon. He goes long. Nathan Paralucci. He goes up. Billy the Kid. He comes down with the ball. Still needs to be won. It's out there. And Isaiah Jones. Jones, where's the next link in the chain? He goes looking for Wheeler. Jasper. He dives on it. Can't get his hands on the football. This man does. Wendell Patterson. He gives it on to Christian Dixon. Dixon gets it back. He was just going back where he left off last week, Stan. The ball is cut off there by the Western Aranda. Padley goes short, looking for and finding his teammate all alone.
Wilfred Nalai, the player around half back there, Joe, that set that one up.
Yeah, and that's Impu. Impu's gone forward. It looks like Impu swapping with Nailgun in the middle.
What a combination. This bloke a great kick as well. Distance, I don't think will be bothering him from just inside 50. Distance not a problem at all, but again that snake pit pocket side of the ground causes some problems for the set shot goal kickers. That point is what Western Aranda now lead by 2-4-16. Laramba 2-3-15. The kick in goes straight up the guts to Christian Dixon. What a fine opening term he's had after a great prelim final last week. From half back he passes short to Lorenzo Long. He's got it on the half back flank now. Loose player out on the wing, and Laramba Roos are away, just streaming forward. 3 bounces and short little pass over the top. Whoa, not marked. No, not paid to Kenrick Brown. Play on as the call from the umpy. So the Dogs under a fair bit of pressure down there in the back line. Eventually a clearing kick to a dangerous spot too, through the hands. The big Fridge is after it. Feeds a little handball forward. Quick snap around the body by Amazon Glenn there for Laramba. Rank bounce for Billy the Kid. But it'll roll through for a behind and level up the scores again. 2-4-16 apiece.
That was a big leg break then, Stan. Billy the Kid, Billy Paralucci, one of the skippers today. He goes long, looking for... there's 2 on... Good work there. Lucas Ross wins it. He goes into the hot spot. Good mark. Marcus Glenn. Marcus Tillmouth directly in front. Lucas Ross done well to centre that ball to his team's advantage then, Stan.
Yeah, look, quality player. We've got some good ones around the middle of the ground. He and Joshua Tillmouth. Terence Campbell can go forward or drop back. And this bloke can play in the middle too, but I don't mind him up forward because he can kick bags of goals, Marcus Glenn. And he does it again.
He likes it.
That's his first.
That's his club's third, mate. They go 3-4. 24-22. They lead Western Aranda 2 goals for 16. So a 6-point margin. That goal splits them at the moment, Stan, and we've got 3.5 minutes in this first term.
Yeah, it's been a great opening term, goal for goal stuff. Both teams probably missed a couple of opportunities to get an extra goal or two on the board with some misses with their set shots for goal.
You don't want to do 6-6 here. You don't want to get a warning so early, Stan.
And you don't want to be conceding a goal late in the term. Right now, it'd be one that would give Laramba a little bit of a buffer if they kicked it, and Western Aranda will get the impetus out of tying up the scores. That was a pretty even contest between the two ruckmen there. Eventually being plucked out of the air by Alden Tillmouth. The kick will go inside 50 here for Western Aranda. They had the front position too. No mark taken in the end. I think it was Jasper Wheeler in the marking contest there. The ball does spill out in the Dogs' direction. The kick went a little bit off the side of the boot, but it did centre up. And now towards half-back, that's the wizard, Wendell Patterson. Cheerio to Robert Patterson too. He's got the kick over to Ronson Campbell, and the veteran marks just backward of centre wing. He pops it over the top to the wing to Lucas Ross. And now he goes long and inside 50, but position themselves very well there, the Bulldog defence. And Nallo's taking the mark inside the defensive 50. He's going to switch play and come out towards the grandstand side of the ground. Didn't quite get to Norman Raggett on the full. Raggett, presence of mind to keep paddling the ball forward. He drew the player, slipped the handball out to Patrick. Patrick under a little bit of pressure. He gives the handball away. Continuing to run forward, Norman Raggett. It was good footy by him. Now he's received it on the wing. He'll kick to the half-forward flank, and it's not a bad pass either. Chest mark taken by Norman Kenny. In towards goal, and he's drilled it. Norman! Great goal, the Bulldogs. That one came from the last line of defence. And now the scores are level again at Traeger Park, 3-4 apiece.
Wow, that was good movement. That was good teamwork out of defence there by the Doggies, Stan. They ultimately cut off that inside 50 from Lucas Ross, but he just came on the field.
It truly was a Storm and Norman goal, because Norman Kenny set up the passage from half back, and Norman Kenny has finished it off.
Wow, well that was good team play there.
Raggett, Norman Kenny.
Big shout out to my uncle Normie Hagan. What a legend he was. Ball's back in the middle. Stan Coombs.
It looks like Asher Martin might have gone into the ruck now. Kynan George has done some of it. And Patrick's done all right. He's actually plucked that one out of the air, and they get a little series of handballs going in the middle, and the nail gun drills it towards Patrick Abbott. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Gee, it came at him at some pace as well. And now the Roos are able to clear. Oh, player went to ground just as the ball arrived at the marking contest out on the wing. That allows Impu to sweep on it for the Bulldogs. He feeds a little handball back. They're a bit undecided back there. The kick across ground is dangerous. Oh, almost a terrific mark taken by Trevor Harris, I think it might have been. Now the kick forward from Leroy Sampson for the Roos. Lucas Ross marks and decides not to play on, but he's been called to go anyway. He will go across ground with a nice pass too and find Laramiah White, who's marked it right on the 50. He doesn't waste any time either, looking for Augustine Dixon. 1-2 bites of the cherry, and he's taken the mark. He can go back and line up for goal.
He's been handy today, Stan.
Looking for his second. He's had this will be his third set shot at the big sticks.
But he just keeps presenting, and that's all they need to do. That's all he needs to do as a forward today, is just present.
Well, this will be the last kick of the quarter. The clock's only got about 10 seconds on it. Siren may very well go before he gets boot the ball. Could be an issue, because Augustine does like to take a little arc out to the right before he kicks. He'll have to go straight over the man on the mark now as the bell has gone. Augustine Dixon. Wait on the goal umpire. His teammates seem pretty happy about it. It was close. It's a goal.
That's his second, Stan.
Laramba get one right on the quarter time siren, and it gives them a 6-point lead over the Western Aranda Bulldogs at the first break. 4-4-28 Laramba. Western Aranda 3-4-22. And just having a look on the sidelines there, Paddy Patlis heading over. No, it's not Paddy Patlis. It's actually Norman Raggett heading over towards the bench. He didn't look like he was moving freely, so that could be a concern for the Bulldogs at quarter time. But what a great opening quarter, goal for goal stuff.
Oh, we couldn't ask for a better start, Stan. I think it's fantastic. We've seen Nailgun got a couple. Norman Kenny kicked one. Augustine Dixon's got a couple. Nehemiah Cool and Marcus Tillmouth one each. That's the goal kickers in this first quarter, Stan.
So an exciting start to the 2025 Community Competition Grand Final here in Central Australia. Stay with us on ICTV. When we come back, second quarter action coming your way.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
When I was vaping and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scamming.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our music is blue. It includes film clips, concerts and documentaries about community bands and musicians. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way. ICTV presents Our Bedtime Stories.
Yay! Storyteller!
Najinga Blina, Ola.
Achinyapuntu Naralu. I speak Warramungu language from Tennant Creek.
Belia Generva Kate, Katie Jati.
Yari Agam Gamana Manaro. Why not Pawago here and in the
funny one again that broken and story.
Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. ICTV, showing our way.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to...
Hi everyone, we have 5 days till Christmas. What's Edgar got now? Oh, he's drawn a picture of me. I like it, it's really good. Now it's time to open up one of the windows on the calendar.
Oh, what does Edgar have today? Let's play a game of Hungry, Hungry Hippos. It's my turn. Ooh. We're gonna go over here first and open a window. We have 4 days until Christmas, and we're gonna open...
Until Christmas. I'm just so excited. We're counting down the days. I can't wait until Christmas Day. And what has Edgar been up to now? Edgar, it says, do not feed the crocs. This one's a bit funny. I like this one. Don't feed the crocs. They might snap at you. Be careful if you feed them. But let's go to our...
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. We have 2 days left till Christmas. It looks like Edgar's stolen my antlers. It looks like Edgar's made Blitzen out of toilet paper. Now that's cool. Let's open up one of the windows on the calendar.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Ready, set, go! ICTV! ICTV, showing hours!
And welcome back to Traeger Park and ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Country Competition Grand Final. It's the Laramba leading Western Aranda by 6 points at quarter time. We're just waiting for a few kids who were kicking the footy around at quarter time, Joe, to get off the ground. There was probably about 1,000 of them out there. It's just taken a little while for some of them to get off.
Some of the kids ain't rushing, mate. They paid their money to get in here and enjoy Traeger Park too. There's no doubt about that. But Good start, Stan, to a grand final. Great goal difference.
Great first quarter. Looks like a change in the ruck. I think you might have picked it up to Winston Ronji for Western Aranda, but that one's been slapped forward in the Roos direction. Now a little bit of a battle for it. Oh, soccer off the ground. Move the ball out towards the flank on the half-back area on the grandstand side of the ground. Then a kick around the corner's been marked by Ronson Campbell. Came off the boot of Nathan Paralucha. Campbell, the veteran, passes short to young White, Laramba White. Another short pass from him, maybe just barely the 15 there. And the mark's been taken by Doniel White. So White to White. They're going all right. The kick towards centre half forward's pretty good too. Chest mark's been taken by Leroy Sampson. From centre half forward, he delivers it deep inside the attacking 50. The big Fridge will have to get out into the forward pocket and try and collect it. But he can't keep it in play and will get a boundary throw in about 25-30 metres around from the Laramba goal. They're doing the first bit of attacking in the second term. They lead 4-4-28 to Western Aranda 3-4-22.
Yes, interesting. We talked about the Caldinator. He started last week at fullback. Now he's at full forward. Ball's tossed in. Good work out of there by the Doggies. They run out of there. Billy the Kid, ultimately he gets the ball in his hands. It's Trevor Harris. Harris goes long.
What
tackling? Good tackle. Good tackle there. Free kick.
Great tackle. Gee, might be lucky it wasn't 50 either. The ball.
Yeah, Leroy Sampson it was, Stan. He's been handy today. Left foot kick. He goes long inside the forward 50.
Oh.
At the back, there's Doggies everywhere. Ball comes to the front. Dixon it is. He falls over. It wasn't. It was Joshua Tillmouth. Good evasive tackle. He snaps it around the corner. It's going long for a point. Grant Butler just puts one gun out and says that's a minor score. Nathan Paralucha, he plays on. He goes out wide. His teammate drops what he should have taken. Patless it is. Handballs into no man's land. Good backing up there by the Doggies. Doggies go over the top. Well done. And that man there.
Travis Rose.
Rose it is. Here's another big man. Boundary line's going to be his best friend right here. He handballs it on, gets his teammate. Gavin McCargill's given a free kick and that's gone to Campbell. Campbell, he goes back inside. Tests his teammate. And it's Joshua Tillmouth. Tillmouth, he's got it on the wing. The true grandstand wing. He's looking for the next link in the chain. Ashton Martin. No, the ball's still there. Good work in defence. Umpire says play on. Still needed to be one. Good stuff out of there. Well done there. Trevor Harris it is. Harris, he goes looking for his teammate. Impu. Impu just goes over the top. Gives it to Snorman Norman. Back to Impu. Long inside the forward line. At the back. Can't take a mark. Of course he can take a mark. A free kick against, I think.
Might have been paid for a push. I think the signal from the umpy there.
Yeah, against Abbott. Stan?
Yeah, he normally gets the free kicks. It's a chance for the Roos to clear out of the fence. They'll go straight up the middle of the ground, and the wizard Wendell Patterson takes the mark at centre half back. Still a young bloke. He'd be very early 20s if that short pass forward is a good one. And the chest mark's been taken by Doniel White in the middle of the ground. He goes long and just inside 50. Ashton Martin got up, had hands on it. They tried to claim the mark there, did Lloyd Rabuncha. No thing, said the umpire. The ball slapped out towards the boundary line. Marcus Tillmouth puts some pressure on, gets rid of his opponent, feeds the handball over to the fridge. You're feeding the fridge goals! Wow! The big fella slams it onto the top of the stadium, on the top of the shed over there, and it's bounced over the back. That's out on Speed Street. Well done, Marcus Tillmouth, and the Fridge has finished it.
He just done well. He just palmed off an opponent and just got it back into the hot spot, and Caldinator just finished it off. Here we go in the action replay. There he is. Tillmouth over the Caldinator. He just runs into an open goal. And
bang, up onto that roof, and it goes over the back.
Whoever's at the back there in Ballingall Street, go find yourself a new Sheridan, because that's gone, Stan.
Well, great passage of play by Laramba, and this is the first time we've seen a little bit of breathing space for one of the teams. They've got the margin now out to 13 points, 5-5-35, Western Aranda 3-4-22. Once again, a big thank you to Central Australian Aboriginal Congress for their support, making this telecast possible. We just saw some good stuff too from another supporter on the Amara live action replay, the big Fridge running in towards goal. That would scare a goal umpire, wouldn't it?
Oh, for sure. I didn't think Butler got out of his way then, mate.
So the ruck contest, Winston Ronji who's gone in there for the Bulldogs.
Aston Martin's been moved in there. He's been moved in there, Stan.
And he slapped that one forward, but it's gone straight to Impu for the Bulldogs, and he sends it back inside their attacking 50. Ball spilled to the front of the marking contest. Foot races on, little handball out towards Adlin Tilmouth. He couldn't handle it. He has to go back and have another go. He got the handball away towards Winston Ronji. Manages to tap it a little bit further forward. The ball ends up with Joshua Tilmouth for the Roos, and he's had it stripped away initially, but then regathers. Clever kick around the corner.
Skillful.
Just got it to Kynan George, and now George over the top. And they are away, Laramba. Oh, a little bit of dancing through some traffic in the middle there. And now the short pass to the half-forward flank. Laramiah White centres it up to Ashen Martin. He's covering some ground, the big ruckman, from 50 out on the run. He goes towards goal, and I think he's kicked it.
Just like last week.
Yes, it is. This time he didn't need assistance from the umpire. Last week, the umpire got absolutely drilled by Josiah Minor Boomer, and the ball spilled out to Asher Martin. He goal from a similar position.
As you see on the Amara action replay, Stan, he just crossed a 50 and just slotted it. Umpire Grant Butler says there it is.
Like I said in the call too, he's been covering some territory while he's in the ruck. He's pushing back to help the defence, and now he's getting up forward and kicking goals, and of course he's doing what he's doing in the ruck contest as well. This is a handy break for Laramba, 6-5 to 3-4.
Yeah, we've seen him play centre half back early today, but that's who won their game last week. Ashton Martin, he's been moved in. Ronji wins it down though. Ashton Martin knocks it to the advantage of his teammates. Good work out of the centre there by Joshua Tilmouth. Long looking for the fringe. He just puts one door out and just get here, into my sandwich.
In the crisper.
That's it, mate. That's it. What a mark stand.
Oh, the big fella is on fire. 6 goals yesterday for South.
Again, Ashton Martin in the ruck stand.
Very good. Cheerio to Robert White, the Kelvinator's dad. He'll be happy with this. Looking for his second of the term. Puts it on its way. The supporters behind the goal umpire are happy, and the goal umpire gives his approval as well. And Laramba are rattling on the goals at the start of this second term.
Wow, they've just skipped out to the biggest lead of the day today, Stan. 25 points, 7-5-47 to Laramba. Western Aranda 3-4-22. So we've got 12 and a half minutes gone in this to go in this second term, Stan.
Doggies have put the nail gun into the centre square for this centre bounce. It's starting to get vital that they get some of these centre clearances now.
25-point margin, Stan, but we see these games twist and turn. We probably see a draw at half time, but anyway, we're back here, Stan.
Gee, the crowd seems to be building too over on that far side. We've got a good one here at Traeger Park today. That's an even contest between the ruckman, but Lucas Ross read that beautifully off hands. Kicks inside 50, he's looking for the fridge again!
Wow!
He's taken another one! He's played on. Short pass is good. He's centred it up to Brody Haynes. And Brody Haynes can go back and line up from about 35 out. Well, the fridge is turning it on.
Unselfish there by White. He could have gone back, but his teammates in a better position, Stan.
Well, why would you go back to? You're on a bit of a roll at the moment. 6 yesterday. He's kicked 2 already in this term, but sharing is caring. Brody Haynes, important kick for him. Puts it on its way. All the goal umpires to make a fair bit of distance to his left there. That's one behind on the scoreboard. Western Aranda supporters will breathe a bit of a sigh of relief because it's been one-way traffic in this second term. Laramba 7-6-48, Western Aranda 3-4-22.
They haven't scored. They haven't even got it inside their forward 50 this term, Stan. Doggies play on. They go out wide looking for and finding there. Trevor Harris it is.
He's been good.
Sorry, Travis Harris. Where's the next link in the chain? Oh, good work out of there. Rabunja it is. He goes long, out of bounds. Trianoli's direction, out of bounds on the full. Free kick resulting to the Laramba Roos.
There's a huge pack flew for that one. They're on the wrong side of the fence.
Ball's played backwards, and it goes to Aston Martin. No, that's Georgie. Georgie, where's the next link in the chain? The veteran is. This is his last game. He goes out wide, finds a teammate, but that teammate has...
Everything's come to a stop over there. I think we've missed something. There's a free kick. And it's going to Laramba.
Ball's gone down, and it's going to be taken there by Nehemiah Cool, he's got the cool hairstyle today. He goes with that left foot raking kick. At the back there's Kid, but good tackle, good pressure. The ball's gone out of the boundary line, Stan.
Boundary throw in. about 50 metres around from the Laramba goal, and they've had the ball at their end of the ground for most of this second term. 10 minutes of it gone so far, so we're halfway through. Players putting their hand up to indicate who's going to go for the ruck. James Malbunka doing it for Western Aranda.
Free kick.
And he'll go the short pass out into the back pocket to the nail gun. The nail gun, long, low trajectory pass up towards the wing. Couldn't quite hold on to it there, Lloyd Rabuncha. Joshua Tillmouth gets across to put some pressure on for Laramba. He's kept the ball in the area. The umpire's blowing the whistle and going to call for a ball up on the Gap Road side wing. Laramba 7-6, Western Aranda 3-4. 9.5 minutes to go in the second term. And the ball's been slapped forward in Laramba's direction once again. Desperate stuff there by Impu on hands and knees to try and get it forward for the doggies. Big pack around this one. Nice little pick up and an attempted handball forward there by Coyne and George, but it's the Dogs that'll go forward. Kick up to the half-forward flank.
Christian Dixon.
Yeah, Christian Dixon. He's been supreme across half-back over the last couple of weeks of finals. He'll send it forward for Laramba.
He goes short and finds opposite, and that's
Tyrone Malthouse.
Malthouse, he goes with the short kick. Umpire says play on. Too short. Ball still there, needed to be on. Storm Norman, he goes long into the forward line. Wheeler, he's taken a mark.
Very good body work there too.
He described that very well, Stan.
Elbow, not quite in the back, probably more in the side, and the little nudge from the veteran. And created the space for the ball to fall into his lap.
He's changed numbers. We're usually seeing the famous number 6, mate, but he's got the famous 21. He comes in. He likes it off the boot. Barry Georgopoulos doesn't, and it's gone through for their first score for this term, Stan. It's taken 12 minutes for them to get on the board.
Yeah, for those of you who are watching this competition for the first time, that's not something we see very often. Jasper Wheeler missing a set shot for goal. He's been the all-time great goal kicker of this competition over the years. As the Roos move the ball out of defence, Augustine Campbell's got it. He passes looking for Kenrick Brown, through his fingertips. Waiting behind Kenrick Brown is Trevor Harris there for the Dogs. Brown good enough to put the pressure on and keep the ball in the area. Good contest between those two. And Mo McGargle, the Mohawk man, will call for a ball up on the half-forward flank.
He's going to toss it out 80 metres towards the attacking Doggies' goal. Ball's been slapped back. The Roos get it out of defence. Leading in the race there is Lucas Ross. Lucas Ross just taps it to his own advantage, his teammates' advantage in actual fact. Ball, good work there by Billy the Kid. Good spoil there. Good work there by the Roos. They go long in the forward line. Teammate dropped there. Harris. Long in the forward line. At the back is the fridge, but it's gone through for a minor score. That's another minor score to Laramba. They're 49. They lead Western Aranda 23. 7 minutes to go in this second term.
The Doggies out of defence. The handball goes over to Billy the Kid, Billy Perucha. He gets a short pass to James Malbunka. And he slows it down on the half-back flank on that Gap Road side of the ground. Now we'll play on around the man on the mark. Get the pass forward over to young Tyrone Malthouse, is it? Only a young fella. He'd only be about 17 years old. If he is that old, he manages to tap the ball further forward in the Dogs' direction. The Roos get some numbers back there. Still a fair bit of pressure on right next to the tree of knowledge. Big pack over this one, and the umpire given no option but to call for a ball up. Look at those spectators in the background there. They're having a great old time, aren't they?
The Mohawk man just gives it here, fellas. Toss it up. Aston Martin wins it out. Ball comes down to Christian Dixon. Aston Martin, it is, leads in the race in the football. Good work there, just attacking the football. Storm and Norman. Doggies go inside forward 50. Good work. Good mark. Play on. Has a shot. Wow, Stan, that's a goal. Jared Abadarinja. That's his first goal for the afternoon. A well-needed goal there for the Doggies, Stan.
I'd venture to say he's only come onto the ground, and I wouldn't think Jared Abadarinja is any older than 18 or 19 absolute max either. So a couple of talented youngsters out there. The Dogs they haven't been afraid to put them on. They've injected it into the game in this second term when it's not going their way, and a couple of them have stood up now. Tyrone Malthouse and Jared Abadarinja with the goal.
You're spot on, Stan, and I think the run's coming out of defence, and I think, Billy Paralucha and Harris out of defence.
That's gutsy coaching.
They need, you're spot on, mate.
Alfie and Kamala and Raphael Impu, take my hat off to you. Well done.
Well, they got to roll the dice because they're down. they're down, and 20 points. You know, you can't go in half time with down by 4 goals. They need 5 minutes to bring that back, Stan.
They've just brought Dorian Inkamala onto the ground too, and we haven't seen much of him, and that bloke can play as well, so there might be some more to come for the Dogs as the Roos go forward from the centre bounce. The kick went out wide towards the half-forward flank on the grandstand side where the Dogs actually led in the race for the footy, but bustled over the line. The centre clearance kick came from the boot of Doniel White, and the contest down there was Nehemiah Cool and Lloyd Rabuncha. See the ball over the line.
He's been handy today, Cool, for them.
Yeah, geez, Dad was a fine player. Quite often the barefoot too. Jonathan Cool.
Looks like Nicholas Flowers going and just following Lucas Ross everywhere.
That's probably not a bad move either. Doniel White gets the kick deep inside 50 here for the Roos. Billy the Kid goes back with a flight of the footy. That was courageous. Brody Haynes, snap around the body, just misses. And through for a behind. He's actually done a couple of useful things up in the forward line, Brody Haynes.
Oh, for sure. He's had 3 shots.
I've noticed he's probably kicked a few goals during the course of this year. And I mentioned Dorian Inkamala. He's certainly kicked a few this year, and the other big goal kicker this year would have been Horton Wilson from Tea Tree. The kick in for the Bulldogs comes to Rafael Patrick, who drops to his knees to take the mark on the chest in the back pocket.
Patrick, where's the next link in the chain? Nathan Paralucha leads. He goes backwards looking for Billy the Kid. Paralucha, he goes over the top. Oh, he's got a teammate there all alone, and that's Patlas. They need more out of him today, the Doggies. Patlas goes over the top, finds his teammate there, and Travis Rose, son of Ricky. Big shout out to you, Rick. Ball comes in. Patlas, he's run a long way. Short, inside forward 50. Patlas to Patrick Abbott.
Yeah, Patrick to Patrick.
Patrick to Patrick. Couple of Patricks there.
Yeah. Might have been Wilfred Nally that did a little bit off half back there too, I reckon. Joe?
Yep.
And look, we mentioned Patrick Abbott knows how to kick a goal. He missed his first set shot at the other end of the ground. Boy, the Dogs need him to do what he normally does with this one. 45 metres out. It's not going to be a goal. There's going to be a marking contest. Gee, the Dogs had good hands on that. Here's a snap around the corner. And it's gone through.
That's it,
Is that Jared Batterinja again?
Yeah, that's his second.
Well, what a move by the coaches here to get the young man into the game. I don't think he played in the first term. And now he's bobbed up with a couple.
Yeah, no, that score's looking a bit more respectable now, Stan. They brought it back to 15 points, so they're back in it, the Doggies. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half, left in this first half to play. They've had all the play, Laramba, all of the game, but then Doggies come back and get 2 with that ignition of Jared Abbott-Ringer, that young fella.
He was getting out of hand.
Ronji wins it down, comes down to Tillmouth, goes inside forward 50.
Oh,
good work
clever.
out of defence there. Oh, good work in attack. He's been hit late. The ball goes ultimately out of bounds on the full.
That was clever though by Kendrick Brown.
Oh, for sure. He just
stuck the foot out
Yep.
and trapped the footy there. A bit better than trying to attempt a almost impossible half volley pickup. Very clever. So the Dogs, they bring it back into play, and Nathan Paralucha marks on the chest on the defensive 50 metre line. Been a good defender for him for a number of years now, Nathan Paralucha. He goes long with a safe kick up to the wing. Gee, plenty of space there for Rafael Patrick to work into. He's taken the mark. His kick forward is a low one, difficult for his teammate to pick up, and the handball was intercepted by Ashen Martin, who then dives over the top of the footy. Young Ed Batteringer's in there scrapping for the footy hard once again. Does manage to get a handball out. It's not a clean one. Plenty of pressure here from both teams. The ball nudged forward. Christian Dixon takes it. Handball's out in front of himself, but it's the Dogs that can run onto it. And now they'll get it back in towards the centre square where Paddy Patlas takes it on the circle, trying to dance on the cricket pitch. He can't get away from the tackler. He's been caught holding the ball. An advantage will be given. And the tackler was Joshua Tillmouth. He's had 2 bounces and he passes beautifully to Augustine Dixon. Dixon turns around, plays on, and bang, hits the post.
Wow, Stan, they're peppering, mate. That's their 6th minor score.
Another terrific passage of play from half back.
They've had 9 shots, 3 goals, 6, Stan, this quarter.
So the margin is 16 points. And Western Aranda bring it back into play. They've got 24 seconds to get it up the other end of the ground for a late goal, Joe.
Norman Raggett it is. He goes with the left foot kick looking for over the top, and good mark all alone there. Isaiah Jones back in the middle. Doggies last roll of the dice, 10 seconds. Kicks it across the goal. They're not even going to have a shot here. They've come inside forward 50.
Needed a mark
right there, but there you go. That's the end of this first half of footy. 2 quarters run and one. We have Western Aranda 5-5, 35. They trail Laramba 7-9, 51. And what an entertaining first half of football, Stan, for a last dance here at TI Traeger Park.
Certainly was. Laramba led by 6 points at quarter time. They kicked the first 3 goals of the term and opened up a 4-goal break. And it's not something we often see in this competition, but what we do see when it does happen is a comeback, and that's what Western Aranda produced in the second half of that second term, kicking the last 2 goals of the quarter to get that margin back to 16 points. So the score, Laramba 7-9, 51, Western Aranda 5-5, 35 at the main break. Goal kickers, I'll go with Laramba, mate. I've got 2 apiece for Augustine Dixon and Kelvin White, the big fridge, 1 each for Nehemiah's Cool. They go well together, don't they? The big fridge and cool. Marcus Tillmouth and Ashen Martin also with a goal each, and you've got the Doggies.
Yeah, the nail gun. He bobbed up and kicked the first 2 goals of the game, and he hasn't added to that yet. But Jared Everidge, he came on and been lively, Stan. He's just picked up a 2 for that quarter, and that's when they ignited him. He'd get those 2. And Storm Norman Kenny, he kicked 1. So Doggies they've got a couple of multiple goal scorers, but only 3 of them ultimately have kicked goals.
Yeah, and look, they're probably waiting for some goals to come from the likes of Jasper Wheeler and Patrick Abbott too. It's not too often they go through a game where they allow at least 2 or 3 each. So it could be more to come for the Doggies. Stay with us on ICTV. It's been a great first half. The second half of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final coming up after the break.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
When I was vaping and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scamming.
Share your message with ICTV. Do you have an ad that needs to reach Indigenous Australians living in remote areas? Advertising on ICTV is an extremely effective way of communicating your message. ICTV can deliver your message in a way that connects community members and encourages positive engagement. If you would like to advertise with ICTV, contact us via our website or check us out on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. ICTV, showing our way.
ICTV presents Our Bedtime Stories. Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
Yes, it's time for our story.
ICTV, showing our way. Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Youngway is yellow and features videos from kids and young people. Youngway plays on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday, as well as Saturday and Sunday morning. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way. Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. A different colour represents each category. Our country is red. It plays on Sunday night for 2 hours and features videos from a different region around Australia each week. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
Hello, you're watching ICT.
ICTV.
V.
ICTV.
V. So I hope you enjoyed the show and yeah, have a good night, good evening, Good morning. My name's Daniel and you're watching ICT.
Ready, set, go! ICTV! ICTV, showing hours!
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is.
Hi everyone, we have 5 days till Christmas. What's Edgar got now? Oh, he's drawn a picture of me. I like it, it's really good. Now it's time to open up one of the windows on the calendar.
Oh, what does Edgar have today? Let's play a game of Hungry Hippos. It's my turn. Ooh. We're gonna go over here first and open a window. We have 4 days until Christmas, and we're gonna open
Until Christmas. I'm just so excited for counting down the days. I can't wait until Christmas Day. And what has Edgar been up to now? Edgar, it says do not feed the crocs. This one's a bit funny, I like this one. Don't feed the crocs. They might snap at you. Be careful if you feed them. But let's go to our...
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. We have 2 days left till Christmas. It looks like Edgar's stolen my antlers. It looks like Edgar's made Blitzen out of toilet paper. Now that's cool. Let's open up one of the windows on the calendar.
ICTV, showing your way, my way, our way. Highway.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles.
When I used to vape, because I'm a football player, I play football, I was puffed out, like can't breathe, can't catch, nothing.
It's not only physical health, but mental health as well.
Yeah. That's
scamming.
And welcome back to Traeger Park and to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final. Half-time, Laramba 7-9-51 leading Western Aranda 5-5-35, 16 points the difference. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. Joe, a great first half of footy. Laramba on top at the moment. A 16-point lead is... You'd prefer to be in that situation than the team coming from behind, but we know in this competition coming from behind is not unusual.
Oh, for sure, Stan. And Laramba skipped out to a 25-point margin, but Western Aranda, to their credit, they brought that back. And they're ultimately down by 16 points, but, they're still back in this match. They've got half a footy to roll out their best now, because that's all what both teams got, Stan. They've got a half a footy left for 2025.
And Baden Alkin has got a half a footy left for his career, the Western Aranda champion, who started the game on fire too. He kicked the Bulldogs' first 2 goals of the game, and has been pretty handy for him around the ground as well.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Stan. He's responsible for a couple inside forward 50s, and he's ultimately going to go back in the middle of the ground. And we've seen that Nicholas Flower run with Lucas Ross. He's going straight to him right now, mate. Yeah. So that's a ploy straight up. And Lucas Ross hasn't had his damaging best, I think. I think the young fella Nicholas Flowers has had that win so far, but Ashton Martin, I think he's been the difference.
Bit of a coaching tactic coming into country competition football that we don't see a lot of. Tagging isn't the norm. Both sets of coaches right throughout the competition normally like to let their players go free and let's see what happens.
Correct.
We love attacking footy, that's what we normally get, but this is a big one, it's a grand final.
And that's what we're going to get in the second half, Stan Coombe.
Ashton Martin, he's back in the ruck more permanently now, started at centre half back for Laramba. Did a great job up against quality opposition last week. And Raphael Patrick giving away a few inches, but got plenty of spring in the legs. He's in the ruck for the Western Aranda Doggies, and Patrick probably got the tap down, but it was nicely roved there by Laramba, and they'll get the long kick inside the centre 50 or just outside. Billy Perucha slipped over as he grabbed the footy. Fortunately, he had a teammate backing up. Now a little handball. Well, James Malbunka sold a bit of candy first, then the handball over to Billy Perucha. Taps it cleverly to his own advantage, and then kicks long up towards the wing. Oh, socket out of mid-air there by Christian Dixon. Oh, no, Troyden Fishhook it was. Went straight to the opposition, and the nail gun, Baden Alkin, delivers back to half forward for the Dogs. He hit his teammate on the chest there, Travis Rose, who drills the pass inboard to Paddy Patlas.
Patlas, he goes inside 40. It's high. It's not that handsome at the back. Will, it's rolling. It's gone, and it's given the Shane Wood leg break, Stan, and it's gone on the wrong side of the for a minor score. That's their first score. They play on. Dangerous.
Oh, well done.
Cut off there by Ronji.
Might be Patrick.
Yep, Raphael Patrick you are. You're right, Stan, and Ronji's in the ruck. So Patrick's been moved forward.
We'll see what his set shot's like now. Kieran Roger kicked one from a pretty similar spot for Papunya last week. We don't see a lot of goals kicked from this position. It's a bit too close to the snake pit pocket for my liking. Certainly the Dogs would like to get the second half rolling with a quick one. Just get that margin back under back into single figures. This one's hooked across the face of goal. It's going to be a marking contest here. Ball spills off hands. Jarity Batterinja snaps around the body.
Wow!
Geez, been a live wire. This time he's offline. 3 for 1 behind. He's changed things for Western Aranda. They get the first score of the second half. They move on to 5-6. Laramba are 7-9.
Yes, Dan, that's their second minor score for this term. But well done.
Why wasn't he out there earlier on?
Yeah, I think he's been handy for them up forward. But the move of Nalkin in the middle, I think that's going to.
And look, all fairness to maybe some good coaching. Protect the youngster early on in a hot grand final, and then bring him on when everyone's getting a little bit tired.
I thought Edlin Tillmouth was going to go to Joshua Tillmouth.
Gee, we're losing a bit of time here. No time on, and we're taking a long time to get the footy back here. Eventually comes back over the fence in the snake pit pocket.
Umpire McCargill's looking for another one, but
normally we're used to losing time after a goal, Joe, but this is after a behind. We've lost this one. We don't have that extra ball down at the goals like they do in the AFL.
Nah. Oh, good pass out of there. Ashton Martin it is. He makes a long lead, but Patrick Abbott inside forward 50. Wheeler takes an uncontested mark, but they're just putting up a wall stand, and the doggies are just blocking everything and putting it straight back in.
And two of the most dangerous players in the forward line in the competition combining there, Abbott and Wheeler. Well, still to kick a goal, Jasper Wheeler. He's had one set shot. Patrick Abbott still to kick a goal too, and I think I might have said half time, that's unusual. Jasper Wheeler, we've got a beautiful view of this on the ICTV cameras, the master goal kicker from 45 metres out. Oh, that breeze is going to catch it. And it's a behind on the board. We'll often see that at Traeger Park here, mate. There's just a slight drift towards the grandstand side, no matter which end of the ground you're kicking towards. I don't know what it is. We don't have a sea breeze. We've got a Todd River, but I don't think there's much of a breeze coming off that one. Laramba bring the ball back into play. They come grandstand side, and it's a long one. Patrick underneath it again. The kick in came from Terrence Campbell, so Patrick will send it forward once more, inside 50, and back to Jasper Wheeler. Let's do it again. This time Wheeler's going to pass off. Don't think it went to 15. That's what the umpire called. The handball goes back to Wheeler.
Wow!
Around the body with the left boot. Won't quite have the distance, but there's a mark. And a shot for goal coming up from only a few metres out for the Bulldogs.
Wow, that was Wheeler.
And the player with the footy is Dorian Inkamala. I've been waiting to see a little bit of Dorian. He's played a fair bit of footy for Arayonga over the years. Knows how to kick a goal. Oh, the snake pit pockets bit him.
That's their fourth minor score, Stan. They're peppering. They just need a goal.
Well, they really do need to nail one out of this period of domination. Because there's no guarantee that's going to continue for another quarter and a half.
This is the premiership quarter. Laramba haven't even got it past halfway yet, Stan. 5 minutes gone in this premiership quarter, the third term.
It's a bit how it started, but the other way around in the second term.
The big fridge has gone down there. He goes down, he tries to put the mid out, and he's going to be a free kick against him. It's going to be a free kick against him.
He thinks it is.
yeah, that's got to be a 50-metre penalty, sir. No.
You're doing well to push the fridge out the road without a sack trolley.
Flowers, he goes along inside the forward 50. Well, good work there by the defence of Laramba. They just soccer it out, and that was good work there. And that player was Kynan George. And the ball's going to be tossed in the snake pit pocket, Stan.
Just thinking about Nicholas Flowers here for Western Aranda. I reckon he might have played for Ginger Porter in the past as a younger bloke. His nickname was Stormy. Beautiful looking kicking action there when he had delivered that one inside 50. Here's another great kick. Jasper Wheeler slammed that onto the left boot. It's gone higher than longer, and it drops into the pocket. And Augustine Dixon, they've moved him back now. The swing man, they started him forward. Now he's down on the last line of defence.
Dangerous kick.
Oh,
dangerous!
Straight to the Bulldogs. Chest mark taken by Travis Rose.
Directly in front.
Son of the great Ricky Rose will line up and shoot for goal. He's a very skillful player, just like his father was. Bit of larger money coming to Traeger Park, courtesy of the Rose family. So very important they nail one of these. Western Aranda had a few shots at goal in the second half. This one's gone through, and the Dogs do get the first goal after the main break, and they move their score on to 6-7. Now they're only 8 points behind Laramba, 7-9.
Well, Stan, they've had 5 shots on goal, and like I said, Laramba haven't even got down in their forward 50 as yet. So
they really did need to finish with
They
one.
needed to, Stan.
Here on the Amara replay, we're just having a look at Travis Rose. Nice, easy kicking motion. Casual as you like, and straight over the goal umpire's head. Well, just what the game needed, just what the doggies needed. 8 points of difference. We don't favour either side, us commentators. We just like a close one. We normally get it.
And the doggies went up to Augustine Dixon too and told him that he did make a mistake. So big shout out to Central Australian Aboriginal Congress. Patlas, he gets a big spiral inside forward 50 coming to the front of the ball. But well done out of defence there by the Roos. They're trying to run it out there. They do. They can't get their hands on the football. They're bumping into each other. Ebitaringer's ducked his head and he's got a free kick. Stan. Play on.
Oh, he tried to. Jeez.
He's been handy.
He's a live wire.
Isn't he?
He's come into the game and set it alight. He's going to play him with a little handball sideways there to Patlas. Patlas goes long from outside 50.
Missed everything.
He has out of bounds on the full G. They are peppering the goals at the moment, Western Aranda. Not necessarily fully capitalising.
That's their 6th shot, Stan.
Yeah. Just wonder what the umpire's discussing out there. Have we got a free kick coming back to the 50? I think we have.
Yeah.
We might be... a bit of confusion between the two umpires. Mohawk McCargill, he wants it back on the 50. The other umpire was going to let a free kick go from the back pocket. So it comes back, it might be that original free kick to Jared Ebitaringa when he tried to play on it. He passes nicely. Now the mark has been taken by Dorian Inkamala suddenly coming into the game as well. Another one who came on partway through the second term.
And that's all Western Aranda needed, these blokes to present, because they got all the play this quarter. But Ebitaringa, Stan, we had a bit of time mucking around out there. He tried to play on first, then he tried to play on the second, and then ultimately passed it to Inkamala.
Missed his first set shot for goal. Dorian Inkamala gets very close to the man on the mark there, and it might not have helped as he took that one through for another point. Pepper in the goals, Western Aranda 6-8, 7 points behind Laramba, 7-9. Christian Dixon plays on with a little kick to yourself that you don't have to do anymore.
He goes with a spiral straight down the middle of TI Traeger Park. He comes down to the fridge, the big white. He takes them all on. He gets rid of them all. Handball over the top. Good work there. Sampson it is. No, it wasn't Sampson. He just snaps it around the corner. Leading in the race, there's two doggies out the back. Harris it was. He goes long inside the forward line. Tillmouth it was. Marcus, he can't get his hands on the football. Billy the Kid does. He gets it out only as far as Tillmouth. Tillmouth inside foot's rolling.
Oh, well done.
Good centering pass, Stan.
Lorenzo Long with the mark. Might have even been Terence Campbell that sent it up from the pocket. But Lorenzo Long, very good last week. Kicked a couple of goals. Alwyn Daniels and Raymond Daniels will be happy. His father and grandfather, he's put it through for his first today. And Laramba get the response they wanted.
And that's what they needed, mate. That's their first goal for this. That's their first time inside forward 50 and it resulted in a goal.
Amazing, isn't it, after all that attacking by Western Aranda.
Mara replay, where Long just going back and slotting it straight over the goal umpire, Grant Butler's head.
He's a nice size, Lorenzo Long. Can take a mark, but not too tall that he's lost any mobility. Handy player, and I think in the younger category as well. It's great to see the young talent still coming through in this competition, which has been without an under-18 grade for about 4 years now. I don't know how they keep doing it.
I don't know either, Stan, but they've got to bring it back if you're listening. Raphael Patrick, he's up against Ashton Martin. Patrick wins it for the doggies. He can't get his hands on the football. This man can, though. Patlas gives it back to
Flowers.
Nicholas Flowers. He handballs it back inside. Oh, he's been smashed after he got rid of the football. Still needed to be won. Good work there. Ebitaringa it is. He just makes a contest, and it wasn't Ebitaringa. That's the ruckman stand there, Raphael Patrick from Western Aranda.
Umpire having a chat with him there.
I think he's blood ruler.
Oh, right. Just checking it out there. Looks like you got a little shaving nick there from this morning. Fix it up with a bit of toilet paper. It's a pretty handy replacement here. Henry Impu, I reckon he's been on the bench for the entire third quarter so far.
Wow, they need him back out there.
Sure do. He's back out onto the ground now. They've made a few changes there. The Dogs, Winston Ronji comes back on, and so does Wilfred Nallai. Ball up back in the middle. Ashen Martin slaps it forward to Lucas Ross. One bounce on the cricket pitch. He tiptoes across it and now kicks long inside the attacking 50. I read that beautifully. I think it might be Trevor Harris back there for the Dogs. Judged it nicely, and now the long clear and kick out to the half-back flank on the gap right side of the ground. Under a fair bit of pressure there. Might have been Tyrone Malthouse. Got the kick along the ground and got it to a teammate. Oh, great tackling again. The umpire's going to let this one go to the Roos. The Roos will stream forward. That might have been Karinja. And he's passed to the half-forward flank's been marked by Lorenzo Long. Long will go short. Centred it up. Over to Kenrick Brown. Around onto that favoured left boot. Brown inside the 50. Nice pass. Leroy Sampson marks. Turns around. Plays on in towards goal. And punched away by the Dog defence. Nathan Paralucha sees the ball over the boundary line. Saved the day.
Desperate measures there from the fullback stand. That was a goal. Sampson, all he had to do is just get it over the top of his head, but it's going to be tossed in front of the old Ted Hayes scoreboard. It's tossed in deep in the pocket of the Laramba. Calvin White, he drops it. How do you tackle that man? How do you dispose him of the football? Easy. The ball comes out wide, and ultimately there, Wilfred takes a mark. He goes on to Abbott. Patrick Abbott. Where's the next link in the chain for the Dogs? Good work there by defence there by Wendell Patterson. Still needed to be one. Good tackling there. The Roos are just tackling in numbers. Sampson it is. It comes out to Ashton Martin, the big ruckman. He steps away. Gets it over the top. Good stuff. Lucas Ross. He takes a mark. Smack bang in the middle of T.I. Traeger Park stand.
Lucas Ross. He'll go long and inside 50. And the Dogs read that beautifully. Billy Pararucha was the one who taken the mark, but two of them could have raffled it. So Billy, the kid with the winning ticket, short pass to the nail gun. Baden Nowkin from half-back. Kicks towards the wing. Normally hits a chest or kicks a goal, and he's hit a chest. This time it's Patrick Abbott. Abbott from the wing. He'll go to the half-forward flank over to Winston Ronji. Another safe chest mark. Oh, tried to play on quickly that one. A little kick will just bounce inside the attacking 50. They've made it a little bit harder this time. Doniel White, some good defence there for Laramba.
Pressure.
The ball spills to Wheeler. Around the body with the left boot. The master goal kicker has curled a true. Great goal. And the Dogs come again.
That's his first goal for the afternoon, Stan. You wouldn't have thought coming 5 minutes to go in the third term.
He's had a few practices with that left around the corner. We just see here on the Amara live action replay. And boy, this man has kicked more goals in this competition than anyone over the years.
Oh, for sure.
And there's a beauty.
And guess who was responsible for getting that ball forward? Nailgun. Like I said, he is playing as is his last game. The move, I don't know what Laramba had done with that move of Christian Dixon forward, mate. He's been handy down back for them, but he's been moved forward.
Supreme off half-back over the last couple of weeks.
And they need him right now because that's where all the play is. Stan.
The ball back in the middle. Ashton Martin starting to get his hands on the footy in the ruck. Down to Tillmouth. They're trying to link up with handball. Good tackle by Henry Impu. The ball spills free in the Dogs' direction. Padless with the handball over to Nowkin. Look out when he kicks inside 15. Beautiful pass. Nowkin to Wheeler. Must have said that a few hundred times in my commentary career.
Oh, just play that record again, Stan. I reckon you would have done it many times, champion.
Nowkin to Wheeler, and a tough shot coming up for the master goal kicker from the snake pit pocket. Look at the crowd on the fence down there. He's getting plenty of advice. A chance for a couple of quick ones here. This will put Western Aranda back in front if he kicks this. Wheeler, he can't do it. Plenty of venom in the pocket today, mate.
There is, mate. That's their 6- score this term, Stan.
But the margin is back to 4 points. Western Aranda are 7-11-53. Laramba 8-9-57. The Roos bring it back into play. They come the grandstand side.
They're taking a mark all alone. There's Amazon Glenn. WW. He goes over the top looking for and nice. Finding. Good work. Good mark. That's a really good mark there by Kynan George. George, he's looking for the next Roo. He goes with a worm-burning pass. Good stuff there by Billy the Kid. Billy Paralucha. He gets a handball over the top, but how about that from Joshua Tillmouth? Tillmouth gets it onto Sampson. Sampson's been handy. He kicks it out. Does his teammate got to do the ultimate, but well done out of defence. The Dogs are going forward. Wheeler all alone. He's got the ball on a string. He goes with that left foot kick. He dodges his own teammate. Snaps it in the middle. Good attempt on mark. Wendell, the Wizard Patterson takes a mark stand. That was a really top mark there in defence. He goes out wide, looking for and finding. We haven't seen much of him today. Jeremy Karinja He's playing against the opposition.
Well done.
His own family, the ball still needed to be won. The ball's out there in the wing, gap road wing. Good work there by the Roos. They just belt it forward. And this is that Samson with that left foot kick. It wasn't Samson. Now Samson ends up with...
Might be longing.
Let's go from the 50. Christian Tillmouth, the white. The big fridge. There's 4 onto 1. Doggies get it out. How? Good work out of there by Henry Impu. Just lays some body pressure on there. Stacks on the mill. The umpire says, give it here. That was well done in defence there by Nathan. Billy the Kid, I think it was, Stan.
What a passage of play all round that was. Ball up 45 metres out from Laramba goal. It's hectic in the third quarter of the grand final. Lorenzo Long doing the ruck work. Slapped it down towards Ronson Campbell. Quick hands from him to Joshua Tillmouth. The kick across ground's good as well. Terrence Campbell marks, plays on, runs in towards goal. He had one bounce and he puts the kick on its way.
Goal.
It's a goal. Terrence Campbell's kicked it. Laramba get an answering goal to the onslaught that's been coming from Western Aranda. Timely one.
They needed that one, Stan.
They did. The last 5 to 10 minutes has been all Western Aranda. Yeah, once again the momentum swings.
Minute and a half to go in this third term, Stan. 10-point margin in favour of Laramba Roos. They're swinging the changes now.
Been a good player, Terrence Campbell, too. He does it all ends of the ground. Coaches are bringing plenty of changes here during the break. I'm wondering about the 666s. Players are scrambling to get inside 50 and over on the square.
Yeah, well, they're playing one short, Western Aranda, in defence.
We're not going to be able to blame the umpire for getting any hair in his eyes. He's got a mohawk today, Gavin McCargill. We'll be seeing everything clearly.
Well, Western Aranda have got 2 off at the moment, Stan. No one on the... Oh.
Yeah, now Brody Haynes has come on straight off the interchange bench at the bounce. The ball goes towards half forward for Laramba. Kendrick Brown, little toe poke out in front of himself. Now Brody Haynes, who just came off the bench. He's been tackled. That'll be holding the ball. Great tackle by Lloyd Rabuncha, inside the defensive 50 for Western Aranda.
Nalkin all alone. He gets it, has one bounce. Kicks it over the top, sets his teammate a task, but... Well done there. Augustine Dixon it is. He takes an uncontested mark. He's got a teammate out there all alone and he takes that mark. He gets on with the Ronson Campbell. He goes down. Can't take a mark there, doggies. Good work in defence there by Western Aranda. Good work. Nathan Paralucci goes looking for Storm and Norman Raggett. He's got 2 onto 1. Augustine Dixon paddles it to the gap road wing. It's still in front of him. Augustine Dixon paddles it to himself. Raggett tackles, but well done there by...
stepping.
The siren beats them all, and that's it, Stan. 10-point margin in favour of Laramba Roos. What an entertaining third term that was.
Oh, great quarter of football. Laramba, 2 straight goals they kicked in it, whereas the Bulldogs, well, they kicked 2 goals 6. So certainly some opportunities went begging there. 6 more scoring shots, but the same amount of goals. The quarter won by 6 points in the end by Western Aranda, but certainly sets it up for a great last quarter. 9-9-63. That's the Laramba Roos. Western Aranda is 7-11-53, so we've got 10 points of difference there. I'll give you the goal kickers firstly for Laramba. I've got 2 each for Augustine Dixon and Kelvin White, and 1 each for Nehemiah's Cool, Terrence Campbell, Marcus Tillmouth, Ashen Martin and Lorenzo Long. Over to you for the Dogs.
Nalkin 2 for the Doggies, Eberinger 2, Jared, and Norman Kenny 1, Travis Rose 1, and Jasper Wheeler kicking 1 as well. So that's the goal kickers there for Western Aranda.
Been an exciting first 3 quarters, sets us up for an exciting last quarter. Stay with us on ICTV. We'll be back after a short break, and then it's the final quarter of 2025.
When I was vaping, and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery like taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring.
That's scary.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles. Head to ictv.com.au/languages ICTV's Indigenous Language online resource that aims to preserve and strengthen Indigenous languages. You can access videos according to language group and according to your learning level. ICTV, showing our way.
ICTV, showing your way, my way, our way. Highway.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're like giving it to yourself, you know, like too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
Go. Action. Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Tarkin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV, showing our way. Hi. And you're watching ICTV, showing you. Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Tarkin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV, showing our way.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to...
Hi everyone, we have 5 days till Christmas. What's Edgar got now? Oh, he's drawn a picture of me. Yeah. I like it, it's really good. Now it's time to open up one of the windows on the calendar.
Oh, what does Edgar have today? Let's play a game of Hungry Hippos. It's my turn. Ooh. We're gonna go over here first and open a window. We have 4 days until Christmas, and we're gonna open...
Until Christmas. I'm just so excited for counting down the days. I can't wait until Christmas Day. And what has Edgar been up to now? Edgar, it says do not feed the crocs. This one's a bit funny, I like this one. Don't feed the crocs. They might snap at you. Be careful if you feed them. But let's go to our...
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. We have 2 days left till Christmas. It looks like Edgar's stolen my antlers. It looks like Edgar's made Blitzen out of toilet paper. Now that's cool. Let's open up one of the windows on the calendar.
Welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final, the last quarter on its way. There's only 10 points in it. The Laramba Roos are leading the Western Aranda Bulldogs. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary, Joe Clark. Joe, 3 great quarters. My spine is tingling for an exciting final term as well.
Oh, Stan, I want to hold on to this last quarter. It's going to be the last time we see the nail gun. The ball's back in. Ashton Martin wins it down. He's been good today. Ball's still there, needed to be won. Paddy Patlis it is. He just sockers at his own advantage. He's bringing it towards the grandstand. Oh, good work there by Nathan Paralucha. He handballed. Jared Ebner injured. He's been ignited in the centre stand. He has one bounce. He goes looking for, finding Abbott. Abbott drops what he should have taken. He goes with a left foot kick inside forward 50. What a pass. What a mark. Western Aranda responded, Stan.
Dorian Inkamala with a slips catch there. They would have been happy, that one in the Australian 11.
Oh, yeah, in the gully anywhere. Second slip.
Dived forward and took that one inches off the ground.
Patrick Abbott used his opposite then, Stan.
He's had a couple of set shots so far, Dorian Inkamala. Yet to get a goal on the board. He's kicked a few this year. Patrick Abbott's turned assister today.
Wow.
As in assisting goals, and Dorian Inkamala receives the assistance this time. He puts it through for his first. There we go, less than a goal in it early in the final term.
Wow, Stan, and that's what the doggies really wanted. They brought that margin back to 4 points inside a minute. But the ignition of Jared Eberterinja, Stan, he's in the middle of the ground now. He was responsible for that centre clearance.
He spent the first quarter, I'm sure of it, on the bench for its entirety. Came on partway through the second term onto a half-forward line area. And now they've got that much confidence in the young man. He's in the middle. We just saw Dorian Inkamala, beautiful shot on camera there on the O'Mara replay, kicking the goal for the Dogs. So Raphael Patrick in the ruck. It might be Conan George who's gone back in there for Laramba. The ball spills down to Lucas Ross. He breaks the tackle, gets one to tumble forward off the right boot. It bounces inside the attacking 50. Rabuncha took it, then taken in the tackle by Haynes. Footy picked up by Leroy Sampson. Just got a push as he got boot the ball, and that put him off. The footy went over to Lloyd Rabuncha, who's away for the Dogs. Couple of bounces from Rabuncha. Kicks to a one-on-one contest on the half-forward flank. Oh, what a good one-on-one contest it is too. And eventually Sebastian Jugadai wins it for the Dogs. Short pass inside 50. Wheeler waiting for the ball. Taps it to his own advantage. Then slips the handball out. Ball just spilled free there of Norman Kenny. Still only about 30 metres out from the Dogs' goal here. Player taken high. It's not Patrick Abbott doing a Joel Selwood, is it?
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. There's a red card too. 50. No. It's going to be just write it down. It's
50-metre penalty, and I think it might be the nail gun for the free kick, not Patrick Abbott.
No, not Patrick Abbott. It's Bro Beatty.
Well, looking for his third.
He's going to be the leading goal kicker if he nails this, as ultimately the nail gun does.
The Dogs are in front.
Wow, Stan. Wow, who would have thought? The man that's playing his last is kicked 3.
Well, yeah, you could think it because he's been a class act right throughout his career. Gee whiz, what's hard to fathom is that the Dogs are now in front. They were as much as 25 points down midway through that second term. It looked like a matter of how much the Roos. And now the Dogs in front. Bit of a signal there from the nail gun on the Amara live action replay.
He has stepped up this game, there's no doubt about that.
Well, 9-11 plays 9-9 now, 2 points the difference.
Wow,
we've got 16 and a half minutes to go. It's been a lightning start to the final term too.
I think that changed. They brought Chorgi off, and then that made them 5 in defence. So they can't make any changes until the ball is dead, I think.
There's a fair bit of time.
McCardle.
Yes, just tidy up that mohawk and toss it into the air. Punch forward by Raphael Patrick for the Dogs this time. Badarinja gets a little handball away to James Malbunka. Kick from him towards centre half forward, just through the fingertips there of Patrick. Patrick recovers, slipped the handball away, but it was stolen off him by Martin. And now Ashen Martin kicks with the outside of the boot and gets it up towards the half-forward flank on the Gap Road side of the ground. Good pace, young Tyrone Malthouse out in front of Kenrick Brown. Continuing to knock it forward. Brown puts good pressure on. They dive over the top of the footy. And the umpire's called for a ball up just as the footy spilled out of the pack. Good contest there between a veteran and a youngster.
Oh, for sure, Stan. Smack bang on the Todd River wing. The ball's going to be tossed up. Impu, he goes up, comes down. Good work out of the Doggies. They go looking for Nail Gun. Nalkin, he's got 2 to beat. Oh, good work there, Nail Gun. And the umpire says, give it here right in front of the tree of knowledge, and it's going to be tossed up, Stan. It was 2-1, but Nailkan didn't want to get it out then.
It's absolutely packed underneath the tree of knowledge today. So the ball on the half-forward flank for the Dogs. The umpire spotted a free kick in there. It's going to go the Roos' way. They'll get it on the half-back flank. The short pass goes up to the wing, and they retain possession. Nehemiah's cool with the footy. Just backward of the wing. He'll come inboard, and he'll get it to Lucas Ross. They're still backward of the wing, so not getting it into their forward half. Across ground again to Wendell Patterson. Patterson will go further across ground, so right from one side to the other. And the mark has been taken by Kynan George. George plays on, kicks it long. It's off the side of the boot into the forward pocket. The big Fridge has got 2 to beat. He gets there and he makes the contest. Haynes comes in to assist. He can't take the ball with him. Now Kelvin White picks it up, brushes off one tackler, gets a kick away, centred it up, and he got the footy over to a teammate as well. Doniel White from Kelvin White. Doniel White kicks it all right.
Wow.
Goal for Laramba there back in front.
What about the big volley? He just brushed a couple of tackles there. We get that on the replay.
Oh, gee, what a What a horrible thought as a footballer to be looking at that staring down at you. Doniel White, nice kick too.
The run come off that half backline from Kynan George, Stan.
Yep.
He just took the ball on.
Good job from him today. He's done a little bit of ruck work. He's played a bit out of defence as well. He and Ashen Martin sort of interchanging between those two roles. It's worked for Laramba. Of course, the little fella, Raphael Patrick, has been brave against them. This time Martin wins the tap down again for Laramba. The roving done by the Dogs. The ball spills out though. And eventually Lucas Ross received the handball from Joshua Tillmouth. Kicked towards half forward. Leroy Sampson got it after the marking contest. Somehow shrugged off the tackle. Gets a kick to dribble towards the attacking 50. The Dogs out of the back line. Well done, Tyron Moldhouse. Took it in front of him. Ball over to Lucas Ross though. He'll kick it back inside 50 for Laramba. Brody Haynes couldn't quite handle it. Over the top of it, Norman Raggett there for the Dogs. Desperately trying to get it out in his team's favour. Also on hands and knees, Wilfred Nallai. And the umpire will call for a ball up. It's 45 metres out from Laramba's goal, and they're leading by 4 points.
Good fighting there by the Roos forwards.
What's on now?
White gets it off to, the ball is with
Kendrick.
Lovely left foot kick.
Oh!
Good shepherd in defence.
Wait on the goal umpire here. It's a goal. Kendrick Brown's goal. Marcus Tillmouth did the shepherding. Oh, and a little bit of breathing space now. Is there still a discussion on down there? Yes, goal eventually again signalled. Kendrick Brown gets it. Sock.
Good left foot kick.
It was. Doniel White involved again. He got the last one.
Yeah, good shepherd there in the goal square there by Marcus Tillmouth, Stan. But that lead has gone out to 10 points, 7-5. 75 plays 63, 12 minutes to go in the last dance here at T.I. Traeger Park. Who is going to be the 2025 premiers for the country competition? 12 minutes to find that one out, Joseph. The ball's tossed up. Aston Martin, he goes up. He wins it out of there, but leading in the race there, there's nothing but Dogs. Good work there. Ball's over the top. There's two of them. They're fighting each other. Flowers, he dodges one, dodges two. Stormy just storms his way out of there. Good work out of defence there by the Dogs. Ball comes out wide here. Norman Raggett. Raggett goes inside looking for the ruckman. Oh, good contest there by... Oh, there he is, Jared Aberderinja. He's playing against his family. Good work. Good work there by Brody Harris. The ball comes down. Good pass inside forward 50. Stan Coombs.
Yeah, well done, Haynes too. His passage there. Lorenzo Long passes off. He's found a teammate within goal kicking range. The shot will be coming from only about 25-30 metres out. Is it Christian Dixon?
Yeah. I'm not sure who it is. Christian's moved back.
No, it's Kendrick. Kendrick Brown, who kicked the last. I should know better.
From downtown.
Well, what a finish for him. He kicked the last goal. Looking to make it 2 in the final term. Massive crowd down behind the goals now. Everyone up against the fence. Kendrick Brown puts it through for another one to Laramba. They've got a little bit of breathing space halfway through the final term. 16
points in actual fact, Stan. 81 plays 65, 12-9. It plays 9-11. Stan, they haven't had the kicking boots on. That
has come suddenly. Western Aranda got the first goal of the final term to hit the front. And now, we're just seeing on the Mara live action replay, Kendrick Brown getting his second in this final term.
They haven't kicked a minus score since half-time, Stan. Laramba.
Wow.
They've kicked 5 goals straight.
And I can remember a period where Western Aranda probably missed about 5 straight.
They kicked 6 minus scores in that third term. Will that bite them on the bottom? We'll find out. In 10 minutes, the ball's tossed up. Ronji, he wins it down. Comes down to Lucas Ross. He just belts it inside the forward 50. Leading in the race is Kendrick Brown. Again, no, it's Sampson. Sampson takes him on.
Great tackling.
And pays the ultimate price, dropping the football. Good work there, Lloyd Rabunja. Rabunja, where's the next link in the chain? Doggies are standing still. He goes over the top. Flowers it is. He can't take a mark. This man, Ken, though,
good tackle.
He takes them on.
Charity Batterinja just hung on to him. Then he was getting dragged across the ground, but just hung on for dear life.
He plays on. Batterinja, he goes over looking for Flowers. Flowers has 1, has 2. Long inside forward 50 out the back. No free kick doing there. Wendell Patterson, good staff out of defence there, Stan.
Cotton George it was, but he couldn't take the footy with him. The Dogs back to Doreen Kamala from 50 metres out. He'll kick towards the top of the goal square. The nail gun's got it. He can go back and line up for his 4th.
Wow. He's kicked one in this quarter. He's going down a cramp, Stan. He needs to go back and slot this. Your team's behind, bro.
Well, we've been expecting him to kick this. Obviously, there's a fair bit of pressure to go with it, but 30 metres directly out in front is just a gimme for the nail gun. He puts it through for his 4th, and the Dogs are hanging in there.
They are, Stan. They've brought that margin back to 10 points. 71 plays 81.
What a farewell game from the nail gun this has been. Yeah, just have a look at this on the Amaro live action replay. I'm going to watch it closely too, because we're not going to see it anymore in the future.
Oh, he wants to come off, Stan, but please stay out there, bro. You got 8 minutes to go with the rest of your life here at T.I. Traeger Park. Your team's down by 10 points. Ball's back in the middle of the ground. I reckon Laramba got too many in there, Stan. Nah.
We don't need that at this time of the game. Geez, that crowd getting bigger over on the far side.
Aston Martin, he wins it down. Impu wins it out of there, gets a centre clearance. He goes with that left foot kick, looking for Nalkin, but leading in the race is Wendell Woods. The wizard. He handballs it over to Aston Martin. Aston Martin it is. He gets, no, isn't Aston Martin?
Johnny or White.
White's been handy, Stan. He gives it to Jared Everett-Ringer. No, it's not Everett-Ringer.
It's Kendrick again.
Kendrick Brown. He goes over looking for the fridge. The Calvinator. Kelvin White.
Too early to play for time. The big fridge. Oh, he didn't connect with that one. He hooked it off the instep. The bounce might be fortunate. Leroy Sampson gets it. Goes quickly with the left boot. But out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Dogs in the back pocket. They are desperate at the moment. Nathan Pararucha with the footy goes across the goals and gets it to Billy. So Pararucha to Pararucha. Sounds like skydiving, doesn't it? Parachuters everywhere. Paralucha is off. Billy the Kid, 2 bounces. Now a 3rd bounce. Gets all the way out to the half-back flank, directing traffic as he does so. Beautiful pass. Hits his teammate on the chest on the wing. That's Travis Rose. Rose goes to the half-forward flank. Here come the Doggies. Patrick Abbott kicks inside 50. Oh, the Roos come out to meet it. And Christian Dixon dashes out of defence. The bearded bushranger is off. And he kicks towards the wing for Laramba.
Oh, he's dropped what he should have taken there. Still there needed to be one. It's on the Gap Road wing. Stacks on the mill. Leading in the race there is the Roos. 2-1. They can't get it out. Norman Kenny does. He lays a tackle. John L. White, he gets a handball over to no man's land. Henry Impu leads in the race of the football. He drags it in. So does Joshua Tillmouth. The umpire says, give it here. It wasn't Joshua Tillmouth. It was Christian Dixon. He's been handy down back since he's been moved there.
Oh, there's still 6 minutes left in this. It's tense at Traeger Park.
10 points, Stan.
Goal either way is critical here. Could seal it for the Roos. Could be the one that gets them back into it. For the Doggies, Joshua Tillmouth had a great game in the middle there for Laramba. The kick up towards centre half forward. Oh, they knock it out of the road of the big fridge, and Jared Ibata-Ringer's away. Across the cricket pitch, had a bounce, kicked inside 50. But the Roos get back, and the Wizard waves his magic wand and pulls in the mark. And a little bit of acting too, some Harry Potter there from Wendell.
To milk a 50.
It's probably too early to be milking the clock.
Way too early.
Oh, they got loose player out on the grandstand side. Wendell Patterson spots that and delivers to the half-back flank to the cool customer Terrence Campbell. Steady player he's been again today and last week in the prelim as well. Goes with the left boot. Nice looking kick. Leroy Sampson, well, he tried to judge it. Opponent got a hand on it. Big fridge. He's lost possession. Flowers gets it for Western Aranda. Kicks back to Impu. Can't rake in the one-hander. Good enough to recover, and he'll pass short. It's going over the head of the intended target, but then it bounces favourably. The handball's been slipped out. Norman Raggett can't get Bird the ball. And the Roos will clear out of defence. Long kick towards the Wizard, who marks on the half-back flank.
Patterson, he plays on. He's got the magic wand. He has a bounce. He goes looking for Fishel, Troyden. He hasn't done much today. He's telling his teammates to slow down. There's too much time on the clock. He goes over the top, looking for Namayan White. He goes inside, snake pit pocket direction, and it's going to go over the boundary line for a ball up right halfway between the 50 and the goals favouring the Laramba end, Stan.
Yeah, probably not a bad result for them. They can try and lock this one in by setting up a bit of a wall across half-back as the boundary throw-in takes place in the forward pocket for the Roos. Marcus Glenn cleverly tapped it down towards Kenrick Brown. Couldn't quite control it. Rabuncha there for the Dogs. Has to ride the bump. Oh, then he dropped the footy. The umpire said play on. Fishhook tapped it away. Straight into the hands of Billy Pererucha. Dangerous kick. Top of the goal square. The Roos have got a mark. No. Free kick's going to go to the Dogs.
Play on.
Trevor Harris is away now for Western Aranda. One bounce. His kick intercepted by Jeremy Katakarinja. Jay Cat with the pass. Oh, that's gone over the head of the target. Fishhook there. Boot the ball long around the corner. And he's kicked what I think might be the sealer for the Roos. Lorenzo Long has got it.
That's his second, Stan.
Waiting for the goal umpire to give us a signal here.
There it is.
There it is. Gets the all clear. Laramba's goal. They've got the margin back out to 16 points.
Wow, Stan.
Geez, been good too, Lorenzo Long.
You called it about 2 minutes ago, mate. They needed one goal.
What a great game of footy it's been, but I think that might do it for Laramba. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock. But by the time our umpires get the ball back into the centre a couple of times, I think we're going to run out of time here. The big fridge has gone into the centre square. They're trying to slam the door shut now. Doniel White's been very good in the middle of the ground too in this last term. So the big fridge to do the ruck work. Kelvin White up against Winston Ronji for Western Aranda. We've lost a good 30-odd seconds there getting the ball back. And now the ball up. Do or die now for the Dogs. Even contest. The big fridge taps it to his own advantage. Gets the kick to bounce inside the attacking 50 for Laramba. Fishhook in there. Got a little hand on the football. It's desperate stuff. Cleared out of defence. The kick goes towards half-back. Henry Impu takes it now for Western Aranda. Onto the right boot he goes and he kicks it just forward of the wing. The mark's been taken by Sebastian Jugadai. Jugadai kicks inside 50. Wendell Patterson.
The wizard.
Oh, terrific mark in defence. He stood up in the last term.
If there was any hope of coming back, Wendell has just waved his magic wand and thought, no, that's it, guys. 2 minutes to go here, Stan.
Smart play to waste a bit of time there, trying to play on. You can't do it after a mark, but the umpire had to let it happen and bring it back.
Oh, they're milking it now, the Laramba Roos.
I think they've got it.
They have, mate. The cup is going.
Their first Division 1 premiership in their own right.
Northwest. I'll drive past them tomorrow and see the streamers everywhere. But
their cousins Western Aranda did it a couple of years back. Punching above their weight, smaller communities here. Oh, now we're acting it up.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, Stan. That's a couple of drop marks we've seen, but
why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
they're playing around with the handball. Doniel White linking up in the old 1-2 here. Now he takes it at half-back. Brushes off the tackle.
Best on ground, Joshua Till now.
Yeah, the umpire's called that one back. Maybe he called the don't argue a bit of a high fend off. So Western Aranda, the kick forward's been partly smothered. Almost a little bit of slow motion now. Norman Kenny there. He can't get it. The Roos, everything's working their way at the moment. Kick up to half forward. Kenrick Brown got hands on it. Desperate defence by James Malbunker there for the Dogs. Managed to get a handball out too to his teammate, but no, it went to Amazon Glen instead though for Laramba. Kick inside 50. Nalai bounces off the tackle. And now he'll kick back into the centre for Western Aranda. Henry Impu with the mark.
Impu, he's smack bang in the T.I. Traeger Park. Can he give it to Nalkin for the last goal? The ball's there. Has a shot on goal. Jugadai, and it's going, and it's been marked on the last line of defence.
Terence Campbell,
the veteran, he goes out wide. There's another acting one right there. Doesn't matter now. It's just all going through the motion.
Showing the crowd, Christian Dixon.
He's been handy since he's been moved back.
Terence Campbell again. There it is. They're over the fence. They were over the fence before the bell went. They saw the clock tick down, and the Laramba Roos have won their first ever Division 1 premiership in the country competition in a magnificent game of footy. 13-9-87. Western Aranda 10-11-71.
Wow, Stan, what a game of football, and ultimately they controlled the first half of the footy, but Western Aranda tried, and we said that might come back and bite them in the end, all those minor scores in the third, mate.
Yeah, look, the Dogs never gave it up. They were playing for one of their all-time greats, Baden Nalkin, but it wasn't to be. He gave it absolutely everything, but in the end, the Roos were too good, and we might have an interview with one of the coaches. I think it might be Mr. David Blue down there in front of the grandstand. Just wondering, can you hear us there yet, David?
Yeah, no, while they're getting him all mic'd up.
Still getting
Stan,
him mic'd up?
I thought the umpiring today was fantastic, Stan. I thought they'd done a great job. And
probably the best haircut we've ever seen from a umpire here at Traeger Park. The
Usually-
mohawk of Gavin McCargill, superb.
we usually see him from the players, but Gavin's gone all out today. And
We might go through some goal kickers while we're waiting for him to get Mr. Blue all mic'd up. I think he wants to go and join the celebrations anyway.
I think so.
For Laramba, the goal kickers, 2 each. Kenrick Brown, he got them both in the last quarter. The sock and the G-sock out there today. Kennelly Brown as well. 2 goals also for Lorenzo Long, Augustine Dixon, and the big fridge Calvin White. And 1 each for Nehemiah Cool, Terence Campbell, Marcus Tillmouth, Ashen Martin, and Donny L. White. You've got the doggies?
Yeah, mate. We've got Nail Gun. He ended up with 4. Ebbiter injured 2, and singles to Storman Norman Kenny, Travis Rose, Jasper Wheeler, and Dorian Inkamala kicked one in that last term, Stan. Their one and only goal. But
So just have a look at the margins through the breaks, and Laramba led by 6 points at quarter time, but that's after Western Aranda got the opening goal. The Nail Gun kicked a couple of early ones to get his team going. The Roos had stretched the margin from 6 points out to 16 at half time. The Dogs, well, they might have frittered it away in that third term when they kicked 2 goals 6. They brought the margin back to 10 points. In the end, it was restored to 16 points again, as it was at half time at the full time siren. In fact, 14 points is the final margin in the end. It's a terrific game of footy. Seesawing, every time it looked like Laramba might be able to get away, the Dogs came again. There was a 25-point lead at one stage in the second quarter, and the Dogs hit the front early in the final.
You're spot on, Stan, and they wheeled it in. They wheeled it in just before the half-time break, and then they came out. Now I think we might have the coach mic'd up. He's done a little bit of celebrating.
We'll just see if can you hear us down there? Have you got us? Is that David Blue?
Yeah. Bluey, you can hear us? No, he can't hear us. Can you hear us?
Doesn't look like we're getting through to David's headset from here.
Yeah, no, we're not getting through.
Are you there, David?
No, he can't hear us.
He's not hearing us.
Anything, David? No, we can.
I can actually hear. We can hear David.
We could hear David then, but he can't hear us. So.
That makes it hard to ask some questions.
Oh, big time! But I think
magnificent scenes behind him there. This is what we love to see.
Yeah, I think it's
players, family, and friends.
And Stan, we see it all mixed. It doesn't matter. Western Aranda have lost, but they're out there. They've got the family and friends on either side. So.
Oh, and they've got to pay homage to one of their all-time greats. It's not his fault they did not win the premiership today. Bader now can kick 4 goals. I think he was probably their best player. We'll just see. We'll try once again to see if we got Mr. Blue mic'd up. Can you hear us there, David?
Can you hear us there, Bluey? No, David can't hear us. They're working towards it, but hopefully we'll get an interview with the coach. But
hopefully Jono can live up to that nickname, Magic Door, and get something happening for us. Look, mate, probably a chance for us to maybe mention a couple of better players. We'll start with the winning side. I thought in the middle that Joshua Tillmouth was excellent. We can hear Jono.
Yeah, I can hear Jono. Can you hear us, Bluey? Yeah, no.
Can you hear us, David? We can hear you,
but you can't hear us. But I want to echo your thoughts there on some of the better players too, Stan.
I thought he was terrific. Terence Campbell, another I really liked, down in the back line, in through the middle as well. So they certainly got a lot of ball movement out of the middle of the ground. Others to catch you. Lucas Ross, another one running through the midfield, and he was probably tagged for part of the game too. So that's where they got their midfield drive from. We expected that they would rely on Marcus Glenn for a lot of their goals, but they didn't. He only kicked one. They shared him around. The big fridge was up there. Augustine Dixon early on. Then he went back, so another good game from him. Lorenzo Long was a good target as well. And then Kenrick Brown, the little will-o-wisp, sneaking around onto his left foot in the last quarter with a couple.
Oh, for sure, Stan. But I thought Augustine Dixon, he was just presenting in that first half to really set him up. But, for the losers, the team that came second, you can call them losers. They're done well to get there, mate. But I thought the ignition of Jared Eberinja, I thought he was one of their better players, but I couldn't go past Bro Beatty. Nail gun for the best on ground in your last game.
I think if his team got up, he'd be getting an extra medal around his neck. It normally goes to someone from the winning side.
Oh, for sure. But I think, I think what we've seen right throughout. I mean, those young fellas that came in also, Stan. I thought
Nicholas Malthouse,
Nicholas Flowers. I thought he was good, and Dorian Inkamala, he bobbed up and he presented in that last quarter. But Raphael Patrick and Ronji, I thought they were really handy in the ruck. They really made Ash and Martin work for it. But mate, Impu, bits and pieces.
Yeah, we'll just see if David can hear us down there now. The Laramba coach, David Blue.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, we got you, David.
Hey, welcome to ICTV, mate.
Yep, no worries.
Thanks for sticking around down there too, because we know you'd really love to be mixing it with your players and all their supporters right now. What a great day for the Laramba Football Club this is. Tell us how you feel.
Oh, words can't I'm feeling right now. It's too much.
A little bit of a pat on the back from one of the supporters.
Yep, that's my water boy.
And look, you need those people around. Look, you're not the only coach. I know you've got a couple of assistants, Shane and Taylor Dixon. I'm sure you'd like to congratulate them on their efforts.
I'd like to congratulate them too on their efforts in the team, helping out with training and support through the club and the players. Firstly, they put a great effort in. They've been training hard all week, and we've been.
I wouldn't think it was all week either, David, to pull off something like this. There's got to be a big effort on the training track. Maybe not just all year, but even pre-season a bit.
Yeah, no, they've been in the NTFL, the Tanamai League. They've been playing that on the off-season. I think they had like 24 games, so they've been keeping fit over the break of the CAFL competition.
You've gone the extra yard too with the colour in the beard, mate.
Yeah. The kids couldn't stop them.
Hey, young fella, congratulations, mate. This coaching game looks pretty easy for you, young fella. Hey, first year coach and you win a premiership, I know. That's pretty good.
It's. I thought it was going to be easy, but the pressure and the stress that comes along with it, it's really.
Well, my brother, David Blue, your son is a premiership coach. He going to have hair? For a couple more years. You had to worry, but anyway, mate, congratulations, young fella. You continue to lift these young fellas up, and you're the leader, mate, and well done. Congratulations, okay?
Yep, no worries. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, David. Appreciate it. Go and celebrate, mate.
And safe travels home, mate. And safe travels home to everyone, Stan, I think.
Very colour-coordinated club, mate. The coach, David Blue, one of the star players, Kelvin White. They're blue and white.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Stan, and you're the man for those sort of stuff. But I tell you, what a game of football to finish the 2025 season, mate.
Big thank you to David too, sticking around through the technical issues. Well done to Magic Door, John O'Dore down there too, to persist and get it through. Great to hear from a coach who's just, he's ecstatic with what his fellas have done, not just for their footy team, but they've done it for their community today. Let's not forget these teams do represent communities.
Oh, for
and
sure.
I'll tell you what, those Central Mudgee, Mobba, there's two small communities out there, Mount Allen and Laramba. They used to join forces once upon a time to be a force, but every now and then they just bob up in their own right, don't they?
Don't they? We've seen Mount Allen win a flag a couple of years ago by themselves. Same deal, but we had a couple of players switch and...
They'd be almost unbeatable as the old Central Mudgee Cowboys.
Oh, for sure, but I think you called it during the game, Stan. We need some juniors back. I mean, we've seen a handful today play up with the men, but how good would it be if they played with their chores, their brothers, or whoever, their cousins at their lower level, because they ultimately need to replace these men.
Look, there might be some people out there watching this, and this is their first taste of country competition football. What I can tell you is that this competition has come in for it's been used as a political football, I suppose, pun intended, I guess. Over recent years, there seems to be some concern that it's correlated with crime rates in town, which are always worse in summer anyway, so I don't know where they get that from. But because because there has been that perception out there. I've had a look at the crime stats over the years, Joe, and I can tell you when things got out of hand, it was the first year we didn't have bush under-18 football, and we've never looked back since. So perhaps someone might go back in history and realise that this football competition and the junior grade that they used to have in it could help with some of the issues that we're facing in Alice Springs. It's not to blame for them, but it can help with them.
There's no doubt about it, Stan. Some of these men only have an hour and a half or 2 hours enjoyment a week.
Well, we're going to take a short break soon. We'll be waiting for the players to head over towards the podium. I'm assuming we're going to go through the medal presentations and find out who's got the best on-ground medal, as well as seeing the players from the Premiership side get their Premiership medallions. You're watching the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final. You're watching the aftermath of it anyway on ICTV. Stay with us, and we'll be back to wrap it up shortly.
When I was vaping, and when I was just about to finish my vape, there was like some disgusting battery taste right at the end.
Everyone just thought it was just water and flavouring. That's scamming.
Transform your content with Amara's subtitling editor and team solutions. Amara is proud to partner with ICTV, making captioning and subtitling easy. Amara.org, your go-to solution for translation, caption and subtitles. Head to ictv.com.au/languages. ICTV's Indigenous Language online resource that aims to preserve and strengthen Indigenous languages. You can access videos according to language group and according to your learning level. ICTV, showing our way.
I've heard people get nicotine poisoning before.
Especially when you're giving it to yourself, too much.
You think because it's got that nice flavour, nice packaging, but when you have it too much, it makes you feel real sick in the guts. That's true.
ICTV, showing your way, my way, our way. Highway.
When I used to vape, because I'm a football player, I play football, I was puffed out, can't breathe, can't catch, nothing.
It's not only physical health, but mental health as well.
Yeah. That's scamming.
Go. Action.
Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Tarkin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV. Showing our way. Hi. And you're watching ICTV. Showing our Hi, my name is Kirim Larry and I'm from Kupanya.
Hi, my name is Tarkin Jimmy, I'm from Kalkurinji.
And you're watching ICTV. Showing our way.
Watch out for these new videos on ICTV this week.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is.
Hi everyone, we have 5 days till Christmas. What's Edgar got now? Oh, he's drawn a picture of me. I like it, it's really good. Now it's time to open up one of the windows on the calendar.
Oh, what does Edgar have today? Let's play a game of Hungry Hippos. It's my turn. Ooh. We're gonna go over here first and open a window. We have 4 days until Christmas, and we're gonna open
Until Christmas. I'm just so excited for counting down the days. I can't wait until Christmas Day. And what has Edgar been up to now? Edgar, it says do not feed the crocs. This one's a bit funny, I like this one. Don't feed the crocs. They might snap at you. Be careful if you feed them. But let's go to our...
Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. We have 2 days left till Christmas. It looks like Edgar's stolen my antlers. It looks like Edgar's made Blitzen out of toilet paper. Now that's cool. Let's open up one of the windows on the calendar.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2025 AFL Central Australia Community Competition Grand Final. It's been played and won by Laramba, their first ever Division 1 premiership, their first premiership since they took out the Div 2 flag back in 2018. Over, a desperate Western Aranda who just couldn't get over the line again. Fifth grand final loss for them in the last 6 years. My name Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary again today was Joe Clark. Joe, great to be back amongst it. We missed out for a season last year, but this is my favourite event in Alice Springs, and just fantastic to be able to describe it to all the people that get to watch it now on ICTV. Another great game.
Oh, for sure, Stan. I couldn't think of any other game that I'd want to be at this time of the year in Central Australia, but it's always a pleasure to sit next to you in this commentary box. There's no doubt about that, Stan, but you can only have one winner on days like this. But I think the biggest winner is football. Yeah, one team can win the premiership, but football. You know, these two teams have travelled in a long way. They've presented well. There's no disagreements, and we just see a fantastic, entertaining game. But like you said, I think we got another interview coming.
Alrighty. Who we got there? Is that Troyden Fishhook?
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, he's giving us the fingers in a nice way. So he'd probably be able to hear us. Can you hear us there, Troyden?
Testing.
Yeah, we got you, mate.
We got you, mate.
How are you, Troyden?
Yeah, pretty good. Playing for my local team after a couple of years. It's my first time back in the season playing for the Reeves again. So,
is it your first premiership?
Yep.
Oh, well, congratulations, mate. The feeling must be great. And you've been out there celebrating. It means so much to everyone, not just you blokes that played, eh? Your whole community's out there.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Just mostly the dogs, and the pets are mostly at home. So we got the whole community coming in.
Hey, young fella,
for the game.
Young fella, you had a couple of telling possessions in that second half. I thought that the time you ran for the football, you couldn't get your hands on it, you socketed it. I thought that was pretty good, and a couple of times I think you set up one goal in the end there. It must be good to play in your first senior men's premiership, mate.
Yeah, pretty much playing in the seniors. Grew up playing especially playing in remote back in community. So pretty much picking up more skills, playing even for your own local club.
And of course, your father was a great footballer too, and I guess that's what football in the communities is all about, isn't it? We've got fathers, uncles, cousins, all joining together, and that's how you put your footy teams together. So look, a great credit to your family too, mate.
Yep. Cheers for that.
Good stuff. Thanks for talking to us, Troyden. Enjoy the celebrations, mate. And I'll probably catch up with you around town sometime during the week, eh?
Cheers. No worries.
There you go, Troyden Fishhook down there, one of the premiership players for the Laramba Roos. His father was Jason Fishhook.
Jason Fishhook.
Yep. Pretty fine player too.
Nephew of Gilbert. Gilbert, who could forget him?
Wily left-footed Jason too. Yeah, well, Gilbert, another fine footballer. So, look, just magnificent scenes out there at Traeger Park at the moment. I don't know if I'll do a quick scoot down and I'll give you who I thought were really good players. Credit to everyone out there. Apologies if I don't mention your name. I'm going to start with Laramba, Lucas Ross in the middle, Wendell Patterson down back, Joshua Tillmouth through the middle, Christian Dixon dashing off half-back, Ashen Martin in the ruck, Henry Brown, the sock with a couple of goals, Renzo Long likewise, Augustine Dixon up front, down back, wherever you want him, and the big fridge, Kelvin White, another one that I snuck into my best. I don't know if you want to go through Western Aranda. Are you happy with who I'm having a look at, mate?
Oh, go for it. I reckon you're spot on,
look,
mate.
Henry Impu, we know he could play a little bit better than that on his best day, but he was still a good contributor. Pat Paddy Patlis was very good out of the middle. Baden Nalcon, the nail gun, 4 goals. What a farewell from him. Billy Peruch and Trevor Harris down back were excellent, I thought. Raphael Patrick tried his guts out in the ruck. No right to be in the ruck at that sort of height. He's giving away 3 or 4 inches at least. Jared Abadarinja and Nicholas Flowers injected into the game in the second term certainly helped the Dogs get going.
And another 2 young fellas I thought that were good too is Tyrone Malthouse and of course young Travis Rose. That's the future of the Doggies right there, those young fellas, Stan.
Yeah. So a great game of football, and we're just waiting on everyone to get over towards where the presentations will be made. Send a cheerio too out to the crew from Papunya who would have had to sit back and watch this one. They were only 1 point away from being in this particular game, and look, due to a thing that we have here in Central Australia called E-points, Joe, under how a ladder would normally be constructed, the way that we've grown up, they actually would have finished minor premiers, same amount of wins as Western Aranda and better percentage, and that would have given them an automatic grand final berth. They lost some E-points during the year. Western Aranda ended up the minor premiers straight into a grand final. Papunya bow out by a point
nice.
In the prelim, and I guess we've got to give credit to the Roos because they've beaten both of them.
For sure. You know, they've come from third to get there, and full credit to the Roos. There's no doubt about that. But
bit of a shame the final series was cut back at late notice to a top 3. That was so it could be held in town. Of course, there's been a push to get bush football out of town, something I don't agree with, and then change of heart from enough town councillors to overturn that. Look like we might get another interview down there on the ground if Nicholas Williams can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you, Nicholas? I'm sure you're a little bit disappointed, but I'm sure you're still proud of the effort that the Western Aranda Bulldogs put out there today, mate.
Yeah, I am. I'm proud of the fellas. It was us.
Oh, look, we've just lost him.
Yeah,
there.
you're right, Nicholas. You're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Our fellas just didn't man up. You know, they were kicking the ball too long. They should have kept with the short passes and stuff like that. But there's always next year. We'll come back bigger and better.
Yeah, bro, Clarkie here. I thought a lot of the young fellas in Derry today done really well, and like you said, you're going to come back bigger and stronger next year. But I just want to make a mention that we'll never see that number 9 play again out here at Traeger Park. Bro Beatty.
Yeah, he's done so much for our club. He's been our club's best champ. He's the best that ever put that jumper on. It'll be hard to replace him.
But I think if you keep him around the club, I think his skills and knowledge of the game will rub off on a lot of them young fellas that you played today in the grand final.
Yes, and those young fellas learn. And because I'll make him stick around.
Yeah, no, that's good. You got to have those skillful, and those knowledge around the club. I think it's fantastic.
And Nicholas, I just want to pay credit to yourself and the supporters. A terrific effort to do up the banners that you did before the game. Of course, we've seen the cars around town during the week with all the decorations on them. And you personally, mate, your effort as a team manager with the team sheets, absolutely spot on. It's a community thing, isn't it, mate? It's not just the players.
Yes, and I love this football club. And I just like to say congratulations to Laramba.
Well
Thanks.
said. Well said, Nicholas.
Said, Nicholas. You're a good man, mate. And you hey, safe travel home, and I'll see you again next year, eh?
No worries. I'll see you next year in the grand final.
Yo.
Fantastic
there you have
stuff.
It. That's where you need a good football club, Stan. People like that just roll their sleeves up and just get on with the job. They came out professional. They're going away professional. That's what. That we're professional community football, there's no doubt about that.
2 things stuck out to me in that chat there with Nicholas. His respect for Baden Nalcon, the emotion over that man's last game. He really stopped and paused and thought about what he was saying. I had a lump in my throat.
Yeah.
And then the sportsmanship. He's disappointed.
Yeah.
He's put his heart and soul into this, as is everyone from Hermansburg. But despite that, he just turned around and acknowledges, well done, Laramba.
Yeah.
So, great stuff, Nicholas Williams.
Yeah, it's good to see the CEO of AFL Northern Territory here too, and Sam Gibson, Stan. You would have seen some talented football out there today.
Must be time to hand out some medals, and you can see John O'Dore, Magic Door, lurking around with a microphone in the background.
There you go. First we get the umpires get their medals.
Quick glimpse, and a pretty good effort today. It's going to be pretty easy to slip the one over the second umpire's head there. There's no hair to get past.
I reckon the last one's going to be better. He's got a little bit of a man bun there, but I reckon Grant Butler's gone all out today. He's had the haircut as well.
Well done to umpires Petrie, McCargill and Ashley. Good stuff. Unfortunately, we don't know the names of the boundary umpires, but everyone knows who the 2 goal umpires were today, and they would have been doing it for their old mate Terry Bell today.
Oh, no doubt about that, mate. No doubt about that.
The first one of them to get up will be the gorgeous octopus, Barry Georgopoulos. He shakes the head there of Mr. Gibson, and right behind him, Grant Butler. The Butler did it, mate.
Yeah, the Butler did well today, and I thought they were both handy in the goals. But there's the umpires. They all deserve a medal, mate. There's no doubt.
I cannot recall, during the call, actually criticising a decision. We might go back and have a look tonight and might find 1 or 2, but that would be it. I don't think I found any cause to question any of the umpiring decisions today.
I thought they were fantastic, Stan, and I think I said it on the last call. If you don't notice the umpires, they're doing a fantastic job, but we can't have this great game without them, and of course they do. They all deserve a medal, but will Gavin come out with a haircut different to that in the next grand final we get to see?
And this is stuff we don't normally see. We've got the umpires out there getting their photo. There's spectators going up, tapping them on the shoulder and saying thanks for your efforts this year. Good stuff. The most maligned group in local footy, or probably in any footy league, the umpires, but plenty of respect being shown to them out there in the aftermath of this great grand final. It's a magnificent occasion. Everyone out on the ground on Traeger Park is happy.
Yeah, we're going to get...
probably a few sad Western Aranda supporters, but they're still mingling and socialising. All right. Looks like we're about to get the best on ground medal. So we'll stay with that, and then that'll be followed by
an ad.
Probably presentation of medals to each and every premiership player. We might want to stick with that. Or we might want to call it a day, but we definitely got to find out who's got the best on ground medal. It's the Nandy. Did I hear that correctly?
Patrick Nandy, best on ground medal.
The legend.
The legend, mate.
Yes. What a great footballer he was. One of the all-time great CAFL fullbacks.
Oh, for sure, CAFL.
Won a Minahan medal. Not too often a fullback can win a competition's best and fairest medal.
Oh, for sure. He won the 39 as a childhood idol, mate. But I never ever seen him play community football, Stan.
No, well, it wasn't really going in his home day. It only came in towards the end of his career. All right, Laramba have been asked to make their way towards the podium.
Majority of them are there. They're just families that just holding them with the paparazzis, the cameras. But
I tell you what, if it was the old days and you had to go and get your photos developed, there'll be a couple of businesses in town that'll be making an absolute fortune next week.
Oh, without a doubt. And they were the days you didn't know if the photo was going to come out or not, Stan.
You get the old Polaroid that you used to have to shake to get the image to appear. So they're still taking a while to get there. We were going to go for an ad break, but we don't want to be missing the announcement of the best on ground medal. That's someone's name etched into the history of this great competition. What a fantastic competition it is too. Bringing together communities from right around Central Australia. They travel from anywhere between 100 to 300 k's just to get here. And of course, we can double that because it's a round trip. You've got to get home.
Yeah, well, Laramba, they travel 200 kilometres to get here. And Dari travel 130 to get here. So,
we've got Papunya and Yunamu out in the 300 kilometre range.
So 400 round.
We used to have Muttajulu doing 400 and a bit. But I think something that keeps getting overlooked by everyone, Joe, is the people that play and support this competition would spend a bigger percentage of their income per head of population than anywhere else in the country to be in and support a footy competition. They would be spending more of their disposable income than anyone.
Oh, without a doubt. But,
You've got to fill up the car with fuel for starters.
It's good that, we heard before the game that there's going to be transport home for both teams, Western Aranda and Laramba. But
great move, CAFL, if you've instigated that one.
Oh, it's fantastic. But, maybe they should look into doing it every week.
Here we go. Patrick Nandy medal. About to be announced. The great man down there with the bucket hat on.
That's him with the South Rouge shirt on.
I can see Mick Turner on the screen there on your cameras, taking photos of the Laramba players. Magnificent contribution he's made to this competition over the years too. He's got 2 mentions this week. I reckon he might have coached the famous Central Mudgee under-18 premiership when they played against town clubs. There's Patrick Nandy up on the stage and someone else as well.
Yeah, Patrick Nandy.
Great scenes. Oh, there's the kangaroo flag waving away. We're still eagerly awaiting the announcement of the medal. Here we go.
Patrick Nandy medal for best on ground. He's from Laramba. Number 9, Joshua Tillmouth.
Oh, you heard it there. Joshua Tillmouth, the dulcet tones of Brad Calero on the microphone there. Thank you to Brad too for his efforts with the team sheets during this final series so far. They've been magnificent, and what a worthy winner Joshua Tillmouth was. I thought he was magnificent today.
Oh, he was solid
Joshua
for 4 quarters.
Has played a wonderful game, and he has won the 2025 Patrick Nandy medal.
He's taking his time getting up there. He's stuck right in the middle of the celebrations at the moment.
Well deserved, Stan. I thought he was clearly
consistent right throughout the game. His disposal into the forward line was excellent. He's a classy player. I can think back, and I reckon I saw him make his senior debut in this competition at Tea Tree Oval as a 13-year-old.
Wow.
And I reckon he kicked a couple that day too, including an amazing soccer out of nowhere. So I think that would be back in about 2016. So
alrighty, I think Joshua's coming up to the podium now.
So if we do the maths, he's at the right old age of 22.
For Joshua, and an excellent performance for the grand final win.
Unanimous.
Yep. Well deserved, young fella. I thought he was fantastic.
So as I was saying, at the ripe old age of 22, he's got 9 years worth of senior experience in this competition.
Wow.
Amazing. What's to come?
Yeah, wow, Stan, it's fantastic. But
that's why we need that junior comp. There is some extraordinarily gifted young talent out there. We need
well done, Joshua.
We need them playing football in their teenage
Thank you
years.
for Patrick Nandy as well for coming down to present the medal. Alrighty. I would like to invite up the Laramba Roos coach, David Blue, to say a few words before presenting the trophies with head of AFL&T, Sam Gibson.
Showing the kangaroo shirt. We'll try and take as much of the mic stuff we can get from down on the ground and try not to interrupt too much. But if we think there's a little bit of a pause, we'll say something.
Alrighty, we'd like all the Laramba players line up one by one to receive their medals.
Straight up,
we're going to do the trophy presentation afterwards.
Myers Cool didn't waste any time getting up there straight away to get his. Now it looks like someone's pulled out a speech, have they?
I don't know.
That's Shane Dixon there.
No, the list of names, I reckon. He's got.
Right. Up comes Lucas Ross. Shane Dixon, one of the co-coaches, reading out what a champion player he was. They nicknamed him the Blanket. Mate.
How about that, Lucas Ross, back-to-back for 2 different clubs, Stan?
Well, gee, nice if you can do it. Number 3, Kennelly Brown, the G-Sock, grandson of Kennedy. Here comes Laramiah White. There's a few youngsters here.
I think it's
gee,
great.
They could have an era to come.
Great for community footy, Stan.
That's what I love about Bush sides, the mix between experience and youth. There's the J-Cat, Jeremy Katakarinja. It's a famous name at Western Aranda, that one. Cheerio to Lofty. But this man playing for Laramba, I reckon this bloke was excellent today, Terence Campbell.
Oh, Terence Campbell, he just came to the top, I thought. He's
he's
skill and experience, huh?
Done a little bit of a rifleman there after he got the medal around his neck. There's plenty of chance.
The Wizard.
There's the Wizard. Will he give us a wave of the magic wand this time around, Wendell? There it is! Hey!
What about that, Stan?
Well done. Wendell Patterson, cheerio to Robert Patterson too. You're probably here, but you'll be watching the replay. Here he comes. 2 names. Marcus Glenn, Marcus Tilmouth. They didn't need him to kick a bag today.
Nah, Stan. He was really. When he did touch the footy, mate, it's just silk.
One thing, even when he wasn't kicking goals, the one he shepherded through, brilliant. Well, there he is. 2 medals now. We just had 2 names. Now we got 2 medals.
Yeah.
Well, Shady Dixon's dropping in and out a bit on the mic there. We might keep it going. We'll call the players up. Leroy Sampson next, the number 10.
No, he was handy with his left foot today, Stan.
Dangerous player around half forward.
Couple of passages of play that really resulted in some goals.
I reckon you're going to like the next bloke, mate. I think he's one of your favourites. Bearded bush ranger he is.
Oh, yeah, Christian Dixon.
Yeah.
Christian Dixon, get up there, son.
I reckon he's given it a little bit of a trim this week, I'm sure.
I think so. I think
he had a long one going last week.
He's had a haircut as well, but...
they've skipped
left
him.
They've left him.
Gone to Kine and George.
Kine and George.
Did some handiwork as a relief ruckman today.
Again, another young fella, Stan.
The next one was, well, he's proved himself to be an excellent ruckman.
Oh, yeah. Young.
Ashton Martin, he would have been high amongst the vote getters in those medal calculations, I think.
Oh, fair dinkum.
Jeez, he was up against it last week against Josiah Minor. He did enough to get his team over the line. He was brilliant again today.
Yeah.
Spent some time at half back early as well.
He did. But then they got him in there and...
Should be a big cheer for the next one.
What, sure, Augie. Congratulations. Now, will
he be his last?
Will he pop the question? I think he should answer that question himself.
No, they've sent Christian Dixon up. I know the supporter keeps getting in on the action, don't they?
Yeah.
Now he's presenting the medal.
That supporter anyway.
Christian Dixon, well done.
Yeah,
great final series.
I reckon Chorgy could answer that himself, Stan. Go out as a premiership hero.
Yeah, look, it's hard, isn't it? When you get to that age. Here he is, veteran Augustine Campbell.
What about that, Joe? Good on you,
premiership player. Oh, and he gets the shoulders.
Wow, they've carried him.
Top of the shoulders of the supporter. Well, Augie, well done, mate.
Well done, legend.
The sock up next. Come on, pull your sock up. Get him up there. There he is, Kenrick Brown.
Kenrick Brown from downtown. He was handy in that last term.
Kicked a couple of goals again today.
And that's what grand finals are won on, moments. And those moments he stood up in that last term was fantastic.
During that run of Div 2 premierships, I reckon he played mostly out of the back line. So late in his career going forward, good skills. There's Troyden Fishhook. Fishhook floats up. He's a good catch.
Yeah. He spent a fair bit of time with Plenty Highway in the younger years.
That was Jason's club, wasn't it? Hearts Ranger. Yeah. Here comes Amazon Glenn.
He was a good in today.
What do you call him? Dot today.
Yeah.
He's got an exclamation mark now. A premiership alongside his name.
Yeah.
This fella is very talented.
Oh, young.
Lorenzo Long, of course, we mentioned early on, the son of Alwyn Daniels and Raymond Daniels, and I reckon they both might have premiership medallions from this competition from yesteryear.
Yeah.
So that's the grandson of Raymond and the son of Alwyn.
It's great, Stan, that there's generations that win the ultimate prize, for their communities.
Very, very good in the second half, Doniel White.
Oh, yeah, that left foot, he was just handy, just that height.
Kicked a great goal in the final term, given to him by the big fridge.
Yeah.
Can't wait till he gets up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he should stand on that podium. I don't know. if it can handle it. There's another veteran, Ronson Campbell.
How good's that?
Yes. Oh, and a nice dance and a spin.
Oh, that's a Michael Jackson turn, that one.
Ronson turns on. Yeah,
Augustine
Dixon shall be next.
Yeah, good on him. He was a good swing today.
Yep.
He said to me before the game, he said, Clarkie, we're going to win today.
2 goals early on in the first term, and then he went back and saved the day later in the game. So great effort. We called him the swing man during commentary.
Big shout out to you, Adrian.
Yeah, his dad, well, one of the legends of this club, one of the founders, one of the great premiership players from the inaugural Central and Mudgera side. Next one up.
Caleb Haynes, Tillmouth. Didn't see much of him today.
Well, we're seeing him at the right time now, kissing the medal.
This bloke, I think the next bloke, I thought he was pretty handy, young Brody Dave Haynes. I think he came on carrying a little bit of weight, Stan.
He's got good skills.
He done really well. It was fantastic.
And some handy touches.
He's up there. Mum's up with him. Fantastic.
Well,
and here he goes. Here we go.
The fridge.
We see the fridge, the big Calvinator.
Calvin White. Our favourite.
Oh, our favourite.
And listen to the supporters down there too. A special cheer for the
fridge.
Calvinator. There it is.
Wow.
Just takes it in his stride, mate.
Got a premiership to go with.
I'll just put that medallion on top of the Calvinator at home and sit back and admire it.
Sit it up there with the one I won from Mount Allen.
Well, there it is. Everyone's got their medals. Now we're just waiting for the Premiership Cup. Shane Dixon takes it, hands it over to David Blue. Here come the Roos up on the stage. It's not going to be big enough to hold them all. They've got the Premiership flag probably back to front at the moment. There they go. The Laramba Roos, the 2025 Central Australian Bush Footy Competition Premiers. Yeah, great scenes.
Fantastic. You know, the Cup's heading north-west, Stan.
That it is. So that's it from the country competition anyway, at least that side of it for 2025, Joe. As we watch Laramba players now head off. I don't know why you do a lap of honour. Everyone's gone.
I think
they'll just run over to the scoreboard and maybe get a photo underneath the score. We'll let them do that as we sign off and say goodbye from Bush Footy. But don't forget, ICTV's got more great local football coverage coming up in the coming weeks. We'll be doing the CAFL Town Competition Women's and Men's Preliminary and Grand Finals.
On the 6th of September and the Grand Finals on the 13th, Stan. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, so more great local football coverage from ICTV. We're the lucky ones that get to sit here and just look at it and love it and describe it to everyone. But a big thank you to the entire ICTV crew. There is a stack of them here today. They're on the cameras. They're down in the broadcast vehicle. They're all around the ground. Jono's been up and down the grandstand and he's probably done as many kilometres as the players. So a big thank you to the entire crew. But Laramba, the two CAFL Bush Footy Competition Premiers, they'll be celebrating. Congratulations to them. And we'll sign off from ICTV.
ICTV presents our bedtime stories.
I speak Warramungu language from Tennant Creek.
Traditional bedtime stories for children told by elders in language. Sunday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. ICTV, showing our way. Our culture is ochre and features traditional stories and dance, oral histories, cultural events, bushcraft and medicine, and looking after language videos.
Ready, set, go! ICTV! ICTV, showing our ways!
What up, I'm Tobias Human, I'm from UR College, and I do some UR2U, and you can watch it anytime here on ICTV, and we support Young Ways and Our Ways. ICTV, showing our ways.